Hey guys, welcome back to the Elder Scrolls.
Scrolling of Elders.
We're scrolling with Elders, where we were playing 5th edition D&D, but set in the world of Tamriel, or the Elder Scrolls. We're streaming live from the game room in El Dorado Hills. Where we have a lot of games and rooms. We have an escape the room game that's really fun. It's really hard. We're sporting about a 5% success rate in people who go in, but everybody has a blast regardless. Yeah, we have a bunch of cool events. So next Werewolf Night is going to be on the 17th, which I think is a couple Saturdays from now. Third Saturday of the month. We'll have Werewolf Night. Third. I would say third annual. Third monthly.
Yes.
Yeah. Whatever.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyway, how's everyone?
Good.
Woo!
I'm ready to get out of prison.
Let's do this. Yeah.
Can we break out?
To the gallows with you all.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Orange
That's
is
the
the new
opposite
black.
of what we want, guys.
Objection.
So to
Exactly.
really quickly summarize how they got here.
That.
Yeah, how did we get here?
I know, we never
I don't know,
got an
Arath.
answer.
How did we get here?
How did we get
How,
here?
Arath?
I have no idea. I did nothing wrong.
So the party met up in Balmora, where
She
they had a
did something
similar
wrong.
task to close down or investigate some daedric going on
Yes.
nearby near Aldroom, and they discovered that Arathaloon's mentor was in some trouble and discovered he was killed, and they investigated that further and found out there was some undercover plot to infiltrate the Tilvani Council, and just so that they can start selling some slaves. So they went to a slave place, cut off the serpent at the head, and
and his body and everything else.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. Well, actually, quite literally, you cut off the head of the serpent.
Yeah.
Kajir had his head. Well,
Oh,
maybe not
that's
anymore.
right.
But
Heads did roll.
afterwards, they went to Vivek and did some errands around there, and suddenly, in the middle of the night, they were arrested by a bunch of
Which is just rude.
Redoran guards.
I was not asleep. I wish I was.
And now we start tonight's session in jail.
I don't want to
Dun,
be
dun.
here. Don't want to be
As
here.
every good game starts.
Yeah.
So each of you are in separated into jail cells. There's 3 jail cells. So it's
Two
Arath, yeah. It's Arath and Zin, Erdenessus and Farrell, and then Chichenix and Kajir,
Of course.
of course.
Hey, at least got to stay together.
So
Well, they took us from rooms, put us in rooms. So
the jail is very gross. There's water on the ground. The walls are moist.
So it's not a
No.
five-star
They're not wet, they're
They're
moist.
worst
Yeah.
descriptor.
People hate that word.
There's
I
like
don't understand
a-
why people hate that word.
There's like a green
Famous
sludge where the
hospital.
water has been sitting stagnant. There's some straw in a pile in the corner, and Farrell in his cell is passed out.
Oh yeah.
He's exhausted, and yeah, each of you are the cells are adjacent to each other, so you can't directly see each other.
We probably hear each other though.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought they were
So-
next to each other and there were bars in between.
no, it's solid walls in between, but
Ah.
there's balls. There's
Balls.
bars in the front.
Quick question.
So we can
How
hear
long
each
has
other.
it been since they've taken us to the cells? Because I remember being knocked unconscious before being dragged down.
So you eventually wake up.
Like long rest time?
And it's about 12 hours later,
Oh,
maybe.
yeah.
Nice.
So, a
Dang.
nice long.
Nah.
Good rest.
Well, they woke you up in the middle of the night, and then they knocked you off.
Well,
So
it was
you
like-
got to
it
finish
was,
off
it was,
that.
it was morning when they woke us up because that was when
Yes.
I wanted to go to bed.
Hey, it was like 4 o'clock or so.
Yeah.
When they woke you guys up.
Roughly.
So, like, long rest
So-
time?
Well, we're awake
I
now, yeah?
think
Yeah.
I finally got my rest.
Awesome.
Yay.
Yeah, I mean, between the point of you guys getting arrested and now, I'd say
Hey, I'm healed.
it's been long enough.
I want to perceive around the room that I'm now in.
All right.
I shall as well.
And as much as I want to, I only see 10 worth of things.
You don't see anything new since what I
Yeah.
mentioned. You do notice that down the hallway there is, there's several cells, and then at the very end there's a big, thick wooden door with iron bars in this tiny little window, and a armored guard is standing next to the door.
Really armored guard?
Very armored guard.
Okay. Are there other people in cells?
Not that you can see.
I'm going to pace the back of myself furiously. Just really going for it. I'm useful.
Are you all still here?
Hello?
Chichenix, is that you?
Yes, Arap, it's me. In jail. Do you have any idea as to why?
Not a clue. Not a clue, darling.
Thought not.
Nope.
Zin's gonna look at a rash
actually,
after she
I
says
do have
that.
an inkling. It could have been the burning pyre that is now, the Bren plantation that your lovely Khajiit left. But, other than that, I have no idea.
Alright. I'm gonna attempt to bend some bars.
Give me a
Strength checks.
Kajir, I don't think I'm going to be able to affect
Yes!
that.
Huh?
I
What
really
do
don't
you
think
mean?
you're going to be able to affect that. 9. Black one.
Yeah, that'd be a 9.
A 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, you try, and they're really thick. Really thick bars.
Then I'm gonna just shake them.
Yeah, you try shaking it, you expect to hear some kind of rattle,
Right.
but it's solid.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
So, I try to peer as far out from the bars as I can. Do I see that guard?
Yep.
Okay. I think I'm gonna minor illusion like a very loud clanging noise at the far end. Of
Idea.
So if this is your cell block,
And he's
this is where the
here.
door is,
on the other.
you want to have
Loud noise.
Okay.
Oh yeah, how are we set up? Because there's 3?
Yeah, you're 3, 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
hallway, door with the guard, and then,
Are there other jails across the hall from us?
no,
I mean,
It's
who's...
Just a wall.
solid
In
wall.
what order are we in this? So like we have to go over
Let's
here.
say
Who's in the middle?
Erdenessus and Farrell next to like just another wall. That's the end. Chichenix and Kajir in the middle, and then Zin and Arath closest to the guard.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we in shackles still?
No.
That's lovely.
Do I notice if the guard is holding keys on this person?
Give me a perception check.
Yeah, how far away is the guard?
That's a 9.
40 feet. You don't see anything. There's a lot of armor, and
Darn.
there's like a scabbard, and you can't really make heads or tails of what everything he's wearing.
Can I tell what race he is?
He's wearing, it's full chitin or this strange
Jesus.
bone-ish armor, and it's a full helmet. But the two of you recognize them as this guy as a Redoran guard, so you can assume it's a Dunmer.
Lay in this house.
Possibly a dumb question, but you say he's in full armor, but what about his neck? Is that armored up too?
No.
Okay.
There's like a gorget that's like,
Yeah,
or
but I
gorget.
mean, like,
Gorget.
However you
if
say
I
it.
were to reach out from the bars and choke him down,
You'd have to
would
be
that
able to
possible?
reach him. So
Yeah, I know. I'm just
the distance between
He's just
the bars
hypothetically.
and the far wall is like a good 20 feet.
right.
Just future reference.
Just in case he decides to come close enough.
So you make a clanging noise.
Oh yeah.
You hear him call out, "What's that over there? Pipe down."
I make another really loud jarring noise.
Okay. He walks over to the far end of the wall, over to Farrell and Erdenes's cell. Standing in the middle of the hall, so he's about 10 feet away from the bars.
As he's over there, is he like looking towards myself?
No, he's
Yeah,
thinking
no, I
the
know.
Hey, he's over
clanging.
here.
Yeah.
You two, what are you doing?
Wait,
Not doing
As
anything.
you did it at the.
well, no.
Just
I know.
hanging. I'm
That's
just
the-
here, minding my own business.
Keep quiet.
He's driving me crazy.
And then
So
he
do I
turns
see
and...
any?
Okay, alright. Okay.
Are there any keys on him?
Make a perception.
Now that he's closer, can I see the keys on him?
15, 17.
17. You can't see them, but you hear some kind of metal clanging somewhere in that pile of armor.
Could be. At least I think. Yeah, 17. Shit.
How smooth is the floor?
It's like cobblestone, but semi-smooth.
Is it slippery?
Is
Because
there
it's wet.
any?
It's slippery in your cells where it is
Oh,
wet.
but not out there.
Not out there.
Damn.
Is there
Had an
any
idea.
pouch or anything that looks like it might contain keys? No. No.
You can't really see. It's probably under his armor somewhere.
Ah, lame.
Yes.
I'll wait till she's done.
Okay.
I call him over.
Okay, so as he's walking back and telling him to pipe down, he walks back. And what do you say?
Hey, sweet thing, how would you like a private performance?
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh boy.
Oh no. 6.
Says, shut up! And he's walking.
Oh, it's worth a shot.
So as he gets to the end of the hall, the door swings open, and in walks 4 other armored figures, and leading them is this Dunmer in very extravagant robes. His hair is made up in all these elaborate braids and pigtails, and he has his chin up and a scroll under his arm, and he marches forward and stands in front of Chechenix and Kajirs, so he's in the center, and he unrolls it and says, "The 6 of you have been found guilty of several crimes. I will list them off one by one, and you will have the opportunity to call and name witnesses to be present at the trial. Now, count 1. You have been charged with destroying a church of to Mafala. Are there any witnesses that you wish to call upon for this crime?"
Was I?
Maybe.
What's that?
Yes. That was when we got attacked by the assassins.
Yes.
We didn't destroy it. We were completely
He's
outside.
referring to the Daedric shrine that you guys went to.
Oh, there was an Oblivion portal. Oh my god, the guy from Sindar. I totally know
The
his name.
Vigilant from Sendar.
Yeah.
I don't know
You
his
destroyed
name.
something?
I wrote it down.
You guys would know.
Maybe I did.
I never caught his name.
Wait, I might have it. The one who doesn't know anything, you might have it. Andin? Andin? I can't remember.
This is fine.
That was his name. I have Vigilant Andin, but I didn't know how to spell his name.
I just have
Is
vigilant.
that who you want to say?
Is it? Does that sound familiar? Because I didn't know how to spell his name.
Good enough.
I put Andin,
Better than
Andin,
nothing.
Vigilant
This
Andin.
sounds right.
Okay.
It's better than nothing.
There's a Vigilant.
He takes out a
Well, I
some
wouldn't
kind
know
of
this.
strange pen-like thing, and he scribbles down something on the scroll.
Okay.
Crime 2. You have been accused of infecting and destroying Aquama Cave.
That's you guys.
That's all y'all.
Okay, so
We cleaned up that mess.
A little bit.
Wasn't there?
let's call on the crazed lady.
Oh God.
That's gonna help.
No, that would totally help because that would be physical evidence that there was a batshit crazy woman in there, and we were just trying
So
to
you
clear
mean
that
the
out.
guards who are taking care of them?
We don't know their names.
Do we know the crazy woman's name?
Don't know.
Bring the crazy woman.
The
local crazy
The crazy woman from Nisus.
I am going to need a name.
Do you think Darius may have heard something about it?
Oh my gosh,
Darius!
Darius! We're calling upon Darius.
We are, in fact. Please tell him that Chechenix would like him to come witness
Very well.
for her.
He jots down something. Crime 3. You have been charged with a murder in cold blood in Sadrith Mora to one Bosmer individual.
Hold on. What is his name? The guy on the High Council.
I thought we were cleared of
No,
that.
not the High Council.
Yeah, we were cleared of that one. That one was okay.
No, he's talking about.
No, he's
I'm
talking
wearing
about
his
the guy
robes.
He was a slaver.
Yeah, but we were.
I'm going to need a
Cleared by the
witness
council,
that could come and
but
testify.
not by them.
The head of the Telvanni Council.
Yeah,
Yes.
the head of the Telvanni Council. He cleared us.
Odysseus.
Hang on, I'm
Odysseus.
looking for it.
The old man knows.
Did you tell them that
Ranch.
you're a member of the council? Do they know this?
Maybe. We also said get the crazy one from Reese's. So
Soul Strider.
And
What?
we'll call on him, but we're also gonna call on Mossy, Sugar Lips' brother.
fuck yeah.
Okay.
Oh shoot!
Do you know how to?
John-
I don't know what the Archmage's name is.
The Archmage, just the Archmage.
I'm going to need a name.
Archmage, head of the Telvanni
He's
Council.
the Archmage of Telvanni.
You
Yeah.
can't really miss
We
him.
want that
You
guy.
don't know his name.
I represent the Redoran Council. We don't talk to.
That's why I always take notes, folks.
Hey, I got the first
Shoot.
guy, alright? That's all y'all.
Well, Balades is
I even told them before the game to review their notes because they might need it for this game.
The problem is we don't have
But
to
I was a
Okay,
good
how about you take them in the
metagame
first
because I'm a good player.
Count 4.
Not too late.
You have been charged with destroying and setting fire to a Netch farm.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, Patchy! We're gonna call on Patchy.
Patchy?
Patchy. Oh,
Is that
yeah.
his full name?
Yeah, that totally
That
is
is,
his full name.
I'm afraid.
Would any of those? Oh wait, Netches can't testify.
And maybe this Silt Strider Rider.
I got that name.
You got his.
I got it.
Oh yeah.
Isn't he a little preoccupied at the moment?
Ardrin, yeah.
Ardrin.
Upon the Soul Strider Septimon.
Yes. Septima.
The defendants need only call upon one witness.
Well, we have multiple to prove our innocence, so.
The defendants only are able to provide one witness.
Oh my gosh, limited
Patchy.
to one. Well.
Let's go get Patchy.
I mean, because the.
Patchy.
Are you
He knows
sure
about the slave
about?
trading. Patchy knows about the slave
Yeah, but
trading.
would he really sell out his own people?
For a dance, I own a dance. You know?
Don't worry, I'll intimidate him.
Often,
Forward, I'll be
might
like,
be
"Sir,
more
you have to be
helpful
able to help
that
us."
he's been along with us and all of our.
Alright, go ahead.
Count 5.
5?
You're on a roll today.
The defendants have been charged with burglary at the Mages Guild.
Guilty.
Wait.
Like, what?
Is that your detection candle?
Wait, they can't say that you did it because
Do the defendants have a
didn't.
witness on this crime?
I didn't know it was a crime.
What date did this take place?
That was. Listen,
Yesterday.
that one was just me.
Actually, you want to know.
And I am guilty of that one.
Well,
Okay.
I'm only here to gather witness names. I am not here
what about the
to
shopkeeper
take
that
confessions.
talked to you. She never saw you do anything.
Listen, do you guys all want to go to jail for me stealing a fucking dagger?
I'm trying to help you.
Very well. He rolls up the scroll, puts it back under. The trial will occur in 3 days' time. Until then, make yourselves comfortable. He turns.
Excuse me.
That's just short
Yes.
term
In the
accounting, okay?
meantime, it's obvious you're not the one in charge. Is there someone else that might be made available to someone of stature in your prison?
That's not how the system works. You are defendants of crimes, therefore you shall be treated as criminals until the trial.
We get fed, right?
Beg pardon?
Fed? Food?
Have you not been feeding them?
No,
And the guard, he's like leaning up the wall. He's like, yeah.
No, they have not.
We have not been fed. We've been treated roughly, and we've been given no information. And I, for one, think that's insulting for a very important Imperial member.
and a member of the
Of the Council Money, right here!
Council.
He kind of sneers a little bit, but tries to hold it in. Very well, I'll see to it that you get a extravagant meal. And he turns and
someone else to talk to, please.
And he pushes the cards. He leans over to the guard that was standing watch at the door and whispers something, and then
Can I try to hear what he says?
You can make a perception check.
Come on, 20. Give me a 20. Give me a 20.
Come on.
Nuts.
Aw.
10.
10? Yeah, you don't hear really anything. It's very quiet whispering. The door slams shut, and it's once again quiet.
I have a very good argument for a wrath.
What did you steal exactly?
Yes, what is this?
New thing.
Well, I got a very nifty dagger.
Speak
and
up!
I don't know. I got a very nifty dagger.
She can't talk loud, they'll hear her.
And I don't know anything about a soul gem.
Who asked about a soul gem?
Absolutely nothing.
No one asked.
Soul gem as well?
There's no soul gem. There wasn't any.
That
Absolutely
little thing
not.
that you gave me. Gee.
That I paid for. I paid 50 septims for that.
But not for the other one.
There wasn't
There
another
isn't
one.
another one, and so it's just that one.
Will you give me? Fine. Okay, whatever.
Okay, well, it doesn't seem like they're actually going to send anybody down to talk to us. They're going to leave us to rot for 3 days until this god's-forsaken trial.
3 days for Kajir to train and break us out of here.
I'm already doing push-ups.
Yeah. You can do that, right? And then
You get
let's.
+1 strength.
Yay!
You get that prisoner physique.
See, I told you. And then it's time for a wrath to think a way out of this for us, because I really need to get out of here. Like, I want to leave now.
Yeah, you probably should.
I want to very badly.
I'm honestly surprised they haven't tried to take your identity
That's a good point. I
into.
wonder...
We're not gonna offer them any of our identities. We're not gonna start showing papers. We're not gonna start showing heads. Anything. Especially
We
when
already
we're.
have all of our papers.
So when did the guards
I have no papers.
I have all of
Because I'm
the
going to try to
papers.
seduce the next one, and the next one,
And the next one.
It's still the same guard that's been there all day.
Damn it.
Worst job ever.
Well,
That you noticed.
yeah.
Prison time, man.
Yeah, prison time hours are long.
Okay,
is there anybody else that I can...
There are any windows in the cells.
Well, give me a perception check and look out.
Okay, look out. For 16.
So you look out at the guard, and this one looks, for some reason, he looks shorter.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, it is sneaky.
Somehow during that exchange, the guards changed.
Okay. Make a really loud noise at the other end of the
Yeah, he kind of does the same thing. He walks halfway and tries glancing into your your cell.
Myself?
What is it? What do you want?
What's that noise?
I want food. I'm hungry. Stomach's growling.
Starts turning.
I roll to see if I see any keys on this guy.
Okay.
That's 13.
Yeah, once again, you don't see keys, but you hear
Oh my god.
Somewhere.
I go,
metal clinging.
hey baby doll, want a private performance?
Give me a persuasion check.
Ooh. That was good.
18.
18. What kind of performance?
Whatever your heart desires.
Yes. Yes.
Show me what you got. And he leans his back against the far wall and looks into you. So he's 20 feet away.
Gotta get him up close.
Yes.
60 away from me.
Come
So
on.
give me a performance check to try and lure him closer.
Oh, totally. And
I'm gonna go up against the back of the cells. Give her your room.
17,
Oh.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Okay.
He's enjoying himself. I mean, you can't tell because you can't see his face, but
Uh huh.
he's Well, what are you doing, first of all?
Dancing
Depending on how-
probably. You know,
Depending on how successful
You're
you
doing
are,
some kind of
I might be able to come.
acapella sexy dance.
right? Or yeah, I mean, like seriously, I got fire eating, dancing, and tumbling. So you know,
Whatever
a
he's
little
into.
restricted in space. Wait, what does the ceiling look like?
It's plaster, some kind of adobe.
Okay. Yeah, you know, I'll just try to work with what I got. I tell him, you know, this could be a lot more interactive for you.
Not supposed to touch the prisoners.
Let the prisoners
I'm-
touch you.
I know, yeah. What if the prisoners touch you?
Give me a persuasion check.
10.
10. It's not gonna happen, little lady. And he starts walking back.
No. Well, I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points, so I can gain suggestion. And I'm gonna.
Wizards need to have some kind of focus.
He's not a
Or sorcerer. In order
That's
to
a good
cast-
question, actually.
I'm
not sure.
But I thought it came from their blood.
I really quick. I'm gonna
Sorcerers in
use
them.
my daily ability or my sign,
Oh,
the
never
lover,
mind.
and I'm gonna charm the crap out of him.
Okay, so you have to
There you
make a
go.
wisdom save.
It says you can use.
You can
I
use
think.
magic.
You can use an arcane focus.
You don't need it.
As a
That's-
spellcasting focus. You can.
It's to replace the material cost.
That's all it says.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
that's how they're
Huh?
used.
So then, would I
He
need
might
the
not
things in the
need to.
component section in order to
Because
cast
she
it?
charms him.
I'm,
Okay.
What does he need to?
yeah, I'm
what's-
looking that up right now.
Oh, he's doing suggestion.
Also, I don't think I need to actually have my
Suggestions.
spellbook on me
No,
to
it's
cast
charm.
things. I just need
I
it
have it
to
right
be
here.
able to
No, you might not need to do anything if you're
compare
just
spells.
He needs
why am I in
verbal, and he needs a snake's tongue and either a bit of honeycomb or a drop of speak oil.
Well, we're not doing components.
Oh, so then
Keep going.
I'm
can
not
we
alphabet
cast it
good.
again?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm doing
Oh!
Maybe. So I wait for her
Okie dokie.
to.
wisdom save.
Must make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. What's the spell DC?
Okie dokie.
What's
It
your spell
is
Star Sign.
And I don't have
12.
He rolled a 13.
Shit! Can I try as well?
Well, he rolled a 12, but he's +1.
Can I try as well?
Huh?
Charm him with my tail. See if he wants to pet it.
Maybe he's into men.
Yeah.
So-
you never know.
So I use suggestion, and I call out to him. No, when I was your age, I would have grabbed onto a piece of ass like that, like no one's business. I don't know what you're doing. I'm going after him.
Suggestion work? Does he make a
He makes a wisdom saving throw.
against your?
Against my spell saving throw. Yeah. On a failed save, it pursues the course of action you describe the best to the best of its abilities.
What's your spell save DC?
12.
You rolled a 15.
Can I attempt to charm him with my tail then?
It was a good try.
Everyone's trying. Everyone's trying.
Everybody roll until somebody makes it.
So he, as he's walking away, what do you do?
I stick my tail out and be like, you want to pet it?
It's soft.
He looks over his shoulder as he's walking back to his little post,
Oh, he's walking back?
and he turns and looks at the tail, and he like turns around and walks up to it. And he reaches out.
Get him! Choke hold him, turn around.
I'll give you a unarmed attack.
Woo! Oh yeah!
That would be a 16.
16. Yeah, you grab him.
Woo!
You better hold on tight.
Well done,
Sleeper
Kabir.
hold him.
Okay.
Sleeper hold.
So you grab him, and he cries out like a very quick, like, "Ah!" And so yeah, you're sitting there, and it takes, I don't know how long, sleeper hold, 30
10
seconds or so.
Yeah.
Give or take.
And
if it's a good one.
you're holding him, and you feel his body go limp.
Nice.
Alright.
Oh my god, we did it.
I go up and I start searching.
Right, we can't see.
Give me an investigation
What's happening?
check.
What's going on?
Is everything okay?
I heard some noise.
Is he
I
dead?
knocked out the guard.
Did you kill him?
11.
Is he getting the lap dance?
You find a lot of armor.
A lot of armor.
He's not getting much.
Kajir, help me
And-
look for some keys.
Okay.
As you guys are searching, the door swings open.
Ah, damn it.
5 guards run in,
Ah, damn it.
and they all have
I couldn't do
these
something as it swung open.
long wooden quarterstaffs almost.
Right.
And they 3 of them start
Oh, no,
like
I can't.
poking you and to get you to the side, and they
Right.
smash you in the face.
So-
and
Oh,
Is it happening?
jeez.
I'm like, he tried to touch my tail.
the door opens and 2 others go in.
He tried to
um,
touch my tail.
and they start beating the 2 of you.
Ah,
And they're
Oh, God.
searching you for anything if you took
Oh, we
anything.
can't put that.
The 5th guard grabs the guard that you knocked unconscious or sleeper hold, and he drags him out.
So do we see, like, before they, like, grab him and drag him out, is there anything, like, hanging off of his body? Anything at all? Okay.
No.
Okay.
So yeah, after a quick little beat down,
Oh God.
door slams shut again, and they leave. One of them stands by the door with his quarterstaff.
They still get food on this side, right?
You don't hear a response.
Now they might not
Wow,
feed
they-
us.
They weren't feeding us in the first place.
There was a chance.
I wonder if I could seduce the next guard.
So a couple hours go by. You're not too sure what time it is now, but you're all getting a little fatigued, and the door opens up very slowly and quietly and carefully, and you hear this. You look down the hall, and there's this wooden cart, and this tiny old Dunmer lady. With
Grant,
a
do your
big
thing.
smile on her face, and the cart has a couple wooden plates on it. She wheels over to the first cell and drops 2 plates off and slides them over and says, "Here you go, dearies." She goes back to the cart and wheels it down. Goes to the Checheniks and Kajirs and sets down 2 plates and slides them over. "Dearies, I hope you enjoy." She goes back to the
I offer
cart.
my tail.
You did it already. You already used that ability.
I'm not charming her, I'm just saying things.
Oh,
You may touch my tail.
and she goes to Farrell and
Do your thing, Grant,
Aridanes's
do your
and
thing.
puts 2 wooden plates down and slides them over.
What's on her cart?
Nothing now.
Nothing? Oh, that's all that was on there?
Yeah, so on each plate is a roll and a kwama egg.
Llama egg.
Irony.
Ironically, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Feeding us irony
she
in this
says,
jail.
"Do try the kwama eggs with the bread. Thank you." And then she goes back to
I
her
really,
cart.
really hate to be in trouble, but is there any way that this one can get tea? He's been really bugging me about tea.
She doesn't respond.
No,
You
no.
get the sense that she doesn't have hearing.
Ah, I know that feel.
And she
Perfect person.
she squeaks her little cart down to the end of the door and
No temptation.
closes. She pushes the cart outside the door and turns back around to the door and with both hands pulls it just ever so softly.
You missed your chance, man.
I
That's
tried.
okay, he's deaf.
So while I eat my kwama egg, can I tell what the alchemical properties of it are?
You want to do a virtue test on it now?
Yep.
You got
I have
a
the time.
connoisseur here.
Why not,
We
right?
don't have any
Alright.
other
Do you want to do the bread too?
Grab my
Sure.
tail.
Actually, the bread doesn't. You don't get anything
Restore
from it.
fatigue.
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
Kwama egg. Here we go.
Do I need to roll on that?
Yes, you do.
18.
18, nice. I'm gonna get the virtual roll up. Okay. So you have 2 properties. Which 2 do you get? Okay, so you think that with enough tools and focus and time, you can use this Kwama egg to build up some kind of resistance to a certain kind of element. And you also think that you can extract the properties to bolster your hit points. Not in a
nice.
healing way, but more in a enhanced way.
Okay, so 4 to 5.
So,
Do I get the sense that I have something else to discover about it, or
yeah.
okay?
So the Kwama eggs, much like turkey,
Nom, nom, nom.
have that tryptophan, although I heard that's actually not a thing. But you get really sleepy and
In
you
Elder
all
Scrolls, it's a thing.
eventually fall asleep in your cells.
I'll just collapse in the middle of my pacing. Just boom.
Yeah. So you're in your cells for 2 more days, and on the 3rd day,
During at least one of those days, can I try to sit down and meditate and attempt to talk to the voice again? Because I'm at wit's end.
sure.
So I'm not sure how I would do that because I don't know how she contacted me in the first place.
Well, how do you? Yeah, what do you say?
Well, so Zin's gonna pick one of these days in despair to pause her pacing, admire the slight dent that she's making in the cobblestone, and she's gonna sit down and just try to empty her mind of all distractions of his snoring or whatever noise you might be making. And she's gonna try to reach out because she doesn't know the name of the divinity or anything, but she's gonna try to reach out and be like, "Are you there? Where are you?"
Are you there, God? It's me, Zin.
Exactly. That's what Zin's gonna try to do. She's gonna focus real hard, and she's gonna see if anything comes to her. Just focus real hard, trying not to beg because that's below her.
Okay. So yeah, you concentrate really hard, and eventually you reach this meditative state where you forget everything around you, and you just feel yourself floating
Success.
inside yourself. You feel incredibly lost inside yourself. It's just
Great.
darkness, and you don't know where to go, where to turn
Never
to.
doing this again.
And off in the distance, you see this faint glow.
Oh.
I'm gonna pursue the glow.
So you float towards this, your attention towards this glow, and it's getting brighter and warmer. But it's still faint. It's not like a bright light. It's just this faint glow until it's just covering your vision. And you hear this calm and soothing voice. My dear Zinalia, you have found yourself jailed. But you need to find a way to escape, for you and your friends are in grave danger.
How do we escape?
I am in not a position to be able to aid you in any way. But you must escape, for your fate is important
Then at
to
least
me and this world.
Oh.
first I'm confused about me. Then who are you? At least tell me who you are and that you haven't left me.
Give me 1 second. She had to leave right now, too.
Her name is Arath.
No. Shut up. Trying to find my
So
Guys.
she says, I am known by many names. I am known as the Mother of the Rose. I am known as Queen of the Night Sky. But you may call me Azura.
Azura.
Why me? Why have you picked me?
The glow starts to
No!
Of course.
Better than nothing.
Make sure you write that down.
and you find yourself
As we've learned.
in darkness again.
I want to come out now. I'm going to let myself fall back down, thank you. Well, more questions, more pondering. I'm going to continue pacing.
Would it make any difference that Chichenik tried?
I'm gonna just feel around the walls and push all the stones
Oh,
to see if any of them seem a little you can slice it.
They're all pretty solid. Some are wet and slimy. Some are stone.
So instead, then I'll just start carving like stick figures and stuff with my claws into the stone.
Sure. Okay.
I'm guessing there are no windows.
Would acid splash have any effect on the stone or the bars or anything?
The metal bars
curiosity.
are pretty thick, and
Okay.
you get the sense that the jail walls are also pretty thick. I mean, the bars are good 2-3 inch diameter bars.
All right, they know what they're doing.
Okay, so after 3 days or 2 days and some change, the door flies open once again, and the same gentleman, this time his hair is just as elaborate but in a completely different style. Same robes, boxed up, without a scroll this time, and with 6 guards behind him. And he walks up to the cells. Are you all ready? Are you prepared?
As prepared as we shall be.
I am to take you to the trial, and straight to the trial. We will be making no stops.
And may we know the name of our guide?
No, you may not. It is not important. The three of the 6 guards come, and they they pull open part of their armor, and you see that there's like a compartment where this key is. They each take the key out and unlock, and they put it back in. Doors open up.
I was so close.
I know, right?
And the other guard, the other set of 3, they're carrying shackles, and they all place it on your arms and around your legs. And they get you to line up.
I'd say once they've shackled my arms, can I try to choke one out with the with the chains?
This is only
You
going to
can
make
try.
things
How
better.
many are there?
How many are there? There are
7.
6 plus the 1 at the door.
I don't mind being shackled. Well, I really mind being shackled.
We've already been beaten.
So
Do you want to try and...
yes.
Okay, good. Unarmed attack.
Yep.
You can't turn it off.
16 again.
16, yeah, I would say. So you go to wrap the chain around one guy,
Yep.
but as you do, another guy immediately comes up and smacks you on the back of the head. I mean, he doesn't hit you to knock you out, but he hits you to see if you
Let go.
let go, basically, yeah.
I'm gonna try
hard
to
to
back
turn.
into a wall so that I can use the guy as a shield while choking him out.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Well, while he's doing this, I would jump up and help him.
Oh, 25.
Oh yeah, so you do, and the guy again feels lifeless, but the other guy,
It's the same guy.
3 guards
Yeah,
are now
right.
on you, and they're beating you.
Oh
and
no!
Oh no.
You're not unconscious, but you can't feel your limbs anymore.
Oh Jesus.
You've been using this guy as a shield, damn it.
Good cheer.
And they, yeah.
So I'm unconscious now, I guess.
The man in robes, he pulls out these bracers and puts them around your biceps, and right when they do, you feel a very small but steady, almost like an electric shock.
Whoa.
It's not like a zzz, you don't feel electrocuted, but it's almost like a vibration,
Right.
and it clenches your muscles, and you can't move them.
Got it. I tried.
Good
Do
try.
try and behave. Otherwise, there will be more crimes added to the list. Now, are we quite ready?
Let's get this farce over with.
Oh, quite.
Very well.
Do you have any lighter shackles? This is a little cumbersome for a man my age.
He is ancient.
Ancient.
You will be fine. Right this way. So he leads you out the door, up several roundabouts, or not roundabouts, switchbacks, or yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Up about 5 flights of stairs. and another door, very solid double doors open up, and you're outside, and you find yourself in one of the cantons in Vivek, so it's still in Vivek, and leads you as you get onto the surface of the canton, there are 6 more guards that join the existing 6, and so now there are 12 guards and this rogue gentleman.
Seems like
It's because of him.
seems like we're popular today.
And they lead you down. And as you're marching in this procession, a bunch of people of the town, the city, notice this, and they start gathering. And they start screaming obscenities and throwing vegetables and stuff. And
How do the vegetables look? Are they like fresh?
some are fresh, some are not so fresh.
Why am I not surprised?
Is this a custom that normally happens?
Only in low quality areas.
So it's a very low quality area.
Yes.
Okay.
So can I catch a fresh fruit in my mouth?
Give me a dexterity check.
Oh.
Or acrobatics.
You're that hungry.
Okay, it's okay. Well, they haven't been giving us fruit. Come on.
It is true, scurvy is real.
Oh no, I got 2 on the die.
It just smashes you in the face.
You get it in your eye.
Oh.
The lemon, it burns. don't do that.
So you cross over into a canton, and you walk around, circumvent the canton, and you cross over another bridge into a very tall and elaborate other canton. It's not like the other cantons where it's this large square structure. This has 2 almost like pylon structures with stairs going up to them.
A temple?
Yeah. And then in the center is like an arch. They lead you into the arch, and then they turn into a doorway. So on either side of the arches are 2 doorways. They lead you in one, and there's a grand hallway leading down, and then turns and goes down some more. And this opens up into a large, almost like arena. There's people in all sorts of seatings around you, up. And then where you guys are being led to is a platform, almost like a dais. And then in front of you are several very decorated and tall chairs. They're currently empty. There are 6 chairs. Guards all around at the base, but up in the stands are nobles. Farrell and Arath probably recognize them as Redoran and there's a couple Lalu, but not a lot of Telvanni house members, and also other nobles that don't seem to look like they belong to a house.
Do I have dirt on any of them?
Do they have dirt?
No, do I have
Oh.
dirt on any of them?
Give me a perception
That would be amazing.
check.
Right. Oh, 16.
16. You recognize a couple faces, but you don't really pick out an individual one.
Bummer.
Do I recognize any of the Telvanni there?
You're Telvanni for
2 days.
actually at this point like 6 days.
Congratulations!
Almost a whole week, yeah.
Half of that was in prison.
Hey, still counts.
So the robed man tells you to stand on the platform. There are 6 very small chairs, and guides you to sit in them. And then he walks to the center and holds up his hands and says, "These are the criminals that are being tried for 2 days trial. The council members will be joining us shortly." And he disappears behind this wall, this half wall where the chairs seem to be sitting on top of. It's like a platform, and he disappears behind it. So the 6 of you are sitting in these chairs, I'm assuming.
Sitting in the
And
same arrangement as ourselves.
there's murmuring amongst the crowd, and a couple disdain some hisses, and the murmuring's getting a little louder and louder as time's going on.
Are we in the same arrangement as ourselves, or?
They're sitting. You can sit however you want.
We're sitting like this. To make it
Yeah, you want to sit like this.
No, I
Hey,
hate the old
perfect.
man.
Not quite the show you're used to putting on. Alright.
Well, it could definitely turn into one.
You know, they don't seem too happy with you. You need to put on a better show.
You know,
They're
as soon as I get these
almost booing.
shackles off,
Almost booing.
as soon as these shackles come off.
That's when the fun begins.
Mm-hmm.
Old man, there's no way you can use your influence or your robes or your annoying personality to get
I
us out
flashed
of
my
this?
robes as much as I could, and here we still are. Sometimes the best course of action is to simply let things unfold. As
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
learned.
good for you. Not good for Zin.
Patience is the key, my dear.
So the robed man comes back and holds out his arms, and he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, all rise for the council members." And you hear a bunch of shifting up in the chairs.
So do I.
Does everybody stay seated?
Zin
Oh,
doesn't
I
know how to
rise.
stand,
Oh, I
so
rise.
I rise.
You rise. The two of you rise.
she'll rise when she sees them rise.
You rise.
Like this.
If she's sitting, I'm sitting.
Okay.
Just like this.
You have to follow protocol. Come on, stand, please.
So after a short while,
am I
three
standing?
individuals,
I don't
all Dunmer, come out on that platform. And one sits in the center, taller, more decorated one, and then one on each side of her. So there is a female Dunmer, and she looks very young, very stern face. She has long black stringy hair.
She wants to pet my tail.
Another one looks older, a lot of wrinkles. He has a very strange hairdo with
Mohawk.
almost like 3 mohawks that are combed back, and they are peppered. So it's black, but with gray streaks in them. And then another one with a very similar tri-mohawk hairdo, little not as peppered as the other one because he looks a lot younger. And he also is a lot bigger in terms of his muscles than the other two. So they sit down, and the woman calls out, "Yes, please be seated." And everybody sits down.
Sit down after them.
Yep. Now, she looks down in front of her and she rifles through some papers. These are the 6 in question. There appear to be 5 crimes being bestowed upon you. We will read each crime individually. We have witnesses, and you have called for your own witnesses. The crimes will be read. The witnesses of the council will give their testimony, and the witnesses of the defendants will give their testimony, and we will move on to the next crime. The verdicts will be read at the end after all crimes and witnesses have given their testimonies. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Very well. The first crime. You have been charged with destroying a Daedric church. A church dedicated to the worship of Mephala. The council calls Talasso Lodin. And a man, you hear the doors open up behind you. And down the hallway, this Dunmer, wearing very old and tattered clothes, but he looks somewhat young himself.
What was his name?
Talasso Lodin.
Loaded.
He's grabbing onto some kind of cloth,
And open.
and he looks incredibly nervous. Super nervous. He walks up.
I'd be nervous if I was alone.
The robed Dunmer guides him to this sort of like a wooden box with a chair to the left of where you're sitting. And he sits down. The woman says, right, Mr. Loden, you claim to be a part of the Church of Mafala, the very church that these criminals have been charged with destroying. He looks around and, yes, they came in and killed all of our people. I was gone getting some supplies, and I came back and everybody was dead. And word has it that these people came in and killed everybody. Very well. Do you have anything else to say, Mr. Loden? No. Just that Mafala will not be pleased with this. And
So who wants to do the insight?
may they burn in a place.
Who has the highest insight?
All of us.
You can do anything.
I love
Okay, all
I
of
love it
us?
so much.
Yeah.
I'll incite this lying motherfucker.
I'm not
It's
very
like
good.
doing the-
Ooh, let's see, 18.
18.
Everything
Zin got an
that he
18.
just said is all purely hearsay. He saw nothing. He was out.
Oh wait, are you speaking to?
Oh yeah.
Oh, as you start speaking, she says, "Silence! The criminals are not to give their testimony and rely only on their witnesses."
Of course. Why should we be able to clear our own names after all?
system, man.
Now, the criminals have called upon the witness, a vigilant of Stendar named Andin. And you hear the door behind you open up, and the robed man excuses the Talasso Loden from the box and guides him off to a side door. And as that's happening, you hear the familiar sound of metal clang.
Yay, we got the right one.
And you look behind you, and you see Vigilant Andin with a big smile on his face. And so
Yeah.
proud, so important right now. The rogue Dunmer guides him to the box, and as he passes you, he smiles and nods.
I give him a big old smile.
Nodding vigorously back, yes.
He sits down on the chair, and I forgot to announce. Sorry, the robed man, as the judges were sitting down, Mistress Brara Morvain, counselor members Hlarin Ramorin, and Athen Serenthi. Okay,
Athen,
I've got to.
Are those the witnesses?
The judges.
the judges.
Oh, I see.
Was that the order
There's a very
that
strict
you described?
process to this, and I'm just completely screwing it.
What was the muscular guy is Athen, and the
muscular guy is Lauren Ramorin. And then Athen Serenthi and Mistress Brara Morvain.
Brara?
So, Andin sits down, the Roman walks away. So the criminal, Mistress Brara, she says, Vigilant Andin, yes. The criminals have called you a witness to the destruction of this daedric church. What say you? Yes, I hired these fine adventurers to see into some daedric evilness near Ramamilk ruins. And Mistress Brara says, yes, but can you say anything about the destruction of the church? Oh, yeah, they completely destroyed it.
Excellent.
But they did you a service, because this was no church of Mafala. No!
Dun, dun,
It
dun.
was a church of Mehrunes Dagon. Mistress Brara says,
It was.
I see. So, this individual that was here before, claiming to be a church of Mafala, was actually a cult of Mehrunes.
Dun, dun, dun.
Andin says, this is what I'm saying, and they have even closed an Oblivion gate. If they had not closed it, who knows what evilness would plague your lands.
Indeed.
And she responds with, that's impossible. all the Oblivion gates were destroyed. And he responds, no, one remained. I don't know how they did it, but they reopened a gate and preserved it. You should be thanking these 8 individuals. And very well, very well. You are dismissed. And she leans over to Anthony and then over to Lauren. And she raises her hand and she says, the next crime, the Kwama killings. The the council would like to call witnesses Darsu Morleno, Vuvulis Galsari, and Shashi Ralhis.
Okay.
And then is escorted out, and the door opens up, and you see 3 armored figures that boom, similar to armor that you saw in Nesis. 3 figures walk up, and the rogue Dunmer guides them to the box. And it says, you could just stand outside the box. We only have the one chair. It's fine. Now, you are guards of Nesis, is that correct? And they all nod their heads. And you say that these 6 individuals went into the Kwama caves and destroyed the Kwama? One speaks up, saying, yeah, they came out of the Kwama caves with Kwama blood, and the caves were decimated. Now the nest needs to be reseeded, and all the eggs need to be purged, and the caves sterilized. We don't know how long it's going to take, but the Kwama egg production is going to be halted for quite some time. And Nesis relies on all those Kwama eggs for trade. Very well. And you know it was them who went into the Kwama caves to begin with? Yeah, we hired them to go in. I understand. And why did you hire them? There was some crazy woman who ran in there. We asked them to get her out. They got her out, but they killed a lot of Kwama in the process. I see. And were they provoked in any way? And he responds, no, Kwama, they don't attack. I see. Very well.
Or do they?
Well, the criminals have called upon Lord Darius as a witness.
Dropping now, Lord Darius.
I'm gonna wave when he.
So the 3 guards leave, and you hear doors open up, and
Any of his orcish guards with him?
yeah. So you see 2 orcish guards or orc guards flanking Darius as he's walking up.
That's sweet.
I like him.
He all right, so you turn and you wave.
I also look straight and I'll wave to him.
He
Smile.
without missing a beat, he goes. He takes the stand. He sits down, and the 2 orcs are standing on either side, and he.
Just feet up.
And he turns and looks up at the council. What can I do for you? Lord Darius, you have been brought here as witness for these 6 individuals. They have been charged with killing Kwama in Nesis. And he's like, oh, is that right? Yeah, I know nothing about that. What else is up?
Ah, shit.
Well, is there anything that you could say about these individuals? Yeah, they're a great crew. One of them's quite the looker.
This was your witness you chose?
We weren't there. We don't know.
And she says, is there anything that you could testify that would put them not in the Kwama caves? No, not really. I mean, they came to visit me once. Had some beers. This one put on a cool show for the orcs. And she says, I see. Well, I'm afraid that you must be excused now. All right. He steps down, and escorted out. And as he's walking past, he's like, "Sorry."
Who is he?
Good question.
Yeah, we wouldn't know.
And she leans over to either side of her council, whispers, holds up her hand. "Right. The third crime. Killing in cold blood of a Bosner in Sadrith Mora. The council would like to call witnesses Adulila Norviro and Malin Selvatharam." I picked the easiest names. You hear the door open up behind you and slam shut, and you see two Dunmer women with their noses in the air, and they just look so full of themselves and snooty.
Oh, my favorite.
And as they're passing you, one of them, without even really looking at you, just kind of walks over to the bench. "Now, ladies, you have been called as you say that you witnessed the killing of the Bosmer." And one of the ladies pipes up, "Yes, this one here," she points over to Kajir, "killed that poor Bosmer." And the other one, "Yeah, killed him in cold blood. He didn't do anything. He just killed him right in the middle of broad daylight in front of everybody. We all saw him. Silence. Were the individuals provoked in any way? No, he just came out of nowhere and killed him." "Is there anything else you could say?" "Yes. I know it was him. Because there aren't any Khajiit around Sadrith Mora that big. I know it was him."
Oh, baby.
She noticed.
No.
It's usually a good sign.
She said, so the Mistress Brara dismisses the ladies. "Now, the criminals the defendants have called upon Masi as a witness to this crime. Is that correct?" Very well, bring on Masi. And you hear the doors slowly open up, and you look behind you. It's silent for the longest time. You look behind you and you see a silhouette of a Khajiit, just like frozen. And a guard goes down the hallway and escorts him over to the bench, and Rogue Man takes over the escort and sits down. He looks
So
it's
sad,
Mopsy,
dear.
but he looks absolutely terrified. He's shaking.
God.
His fur is up. His ears are like
Oh no!
over. And he has sort of that Puss in Boots big eyes like.
Yes, what can this one do?
These 8 individuals have said you are witness to the killings of a Bosmer in Sadrith Mora. Were you there at the time?
Yes, I was there at the time, yes.
And why were these individuals there at the scene of the crime?
I believe they were sent by my sister, Sugar Lips, they call her. She sent them to rescue me.
Rescue you from what exactly?
I was being enslaved by the Bosmer in question.
Slave? But slavery is outlawed.
Exactly.
Yes, but this Bosmer was had me and 2 others enslaved, and we were being sold.
I see.
In the middle of the town.
Well, in that case, Masi, you are dismissed. Thank you for your testimony.
We need him for the next part.
Thank you.
And,
We do. Don't let him go.
Masi
No!
scurries across the room
No, we need him.
and kind of gives a little half awkward wave at you.
I wave back. Yes. Good job.
She leans over to her council members and whispers and murmurs, holds up her hand. Now, the 4th crime in question is the absolute destruction of the Dren plantation.
About that.
Now, I would like to
Agree,
point out
Daniel.
some of us were not present for that.
Since there are no witnesses,
Nah.
Oh.
No, bring the good
For their
cheese
side.
back.
Witnesses
There are no-
for their side.
remaining witnesses of the Dren plantation, Anthin leans over and whispers. And she says, "Oh, I see. Very well. We do have a witness. Can we bring in Erdrin? Does he have a last name? No? Just Erdrin? Alright, bring on Erdrin." You hear the door open up, and out walks the Silkstrider jockey.
No.
Oh no! I knew we should have
And
called
he
him
sits
for-
down,
Well, we got
and
nasty.
Mistress Brora says, "Erdrin, you seem to be the only witness to the burning of the Dren plantation. Can you tell us of your testimony?"
Yes, I took these 6 individuals. They asked me to take them to the Dren plantation. They were very quiet about their purpose there. But when they returned and asked to go to Vivek, I could see the smoke coming from the plantation. And when I asked them about it, they were very avoidant.
I told him exactly what happened. They were having a large party and things were getting too crazy and bonfires and stuff.
Snitches get stitches, Erdrin. So you know.
Very well. Is there anything else you can say about these individuals?
They seemed nice at the time, but you never know in Morrowind.
I just go like this to him, like I've given him
He,
so
he
much
looks over at
fucking
you and
money.
shrugs.
So much money.
And Brora says, "Right, the defendants have called on their own witness, Patchy. Is there a Patchy here?"
Yes.
Erdrin is dismissed. Door opens up, and
Oh god,
you
this better
see
work.
a very familiar Dunmer in his just tattered clothes, ripped to shreds.
I just
He walks up, "Hey y'all!" He sits down. "Oh, this is great. This
Oh my
is so great. How y'all doing?" And he looks up, "Oh, hey y'all! What's up?" Yes, Mr. Patchy, you have been called as witnesses to the defendants. You know these individuals? Shoot, yeah, I know them. They came to the drug plantation. Said they were going to exchange slaves. And they say, and she says, "I see. So you were witness that they came to the Dren plantation with intent to purchase slaves. Well, I mean, we the Dren plantation don't sell slaves. Oh shoot. Well, they were buying. They said they were buying slaves. But do you sell slaves at the Dren plantation?"
Shit.
No, not us, no. And she says, "But you claim that they came to be selling slaves or purchasing slaves. Why would they come to the Dren plantation?" Shoot, I don't know. There, boss. You got me on that one.
Perception.
Yay!
Or is it insight?
Inside.
You got me on that one.
So the two Dunmer on either side are just trying to hold in their laughter, and Brara is just shaking her head and holds up her hand and says, "You're dismissed." And he shrugs and walks away. She leans over to either side of her council members and she holds her hand up and she says, "Right, the final crime, the..." What's up? One second.
Difficulty.
No, I'm guilty.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
But
And thank you for coming to join us for Elder Scrolls Acapella.
How would you guys like to take a quick commercial break?
All right! Hey!
Sorry about that. We'll be right back. Maybe 15 minutes?
We'll find out. Keep you on the edge of your seat.
Do you want soda?
Yeah.
Next.
All right, welcome back. We fixed our problems seemingly. Yes.
Yay!
We can see everybody now. All right, so we come back. We have gone through 4 of the crimes, and Mistress Brara is about to initiate the 4th trial.
Dun, dun.
Oh, 5th trial. Yeah, 5th trial. Hey.
But they're all made up. None of them don't have.
All right, so so after the last trial, she whispers to one of her council members, and she holds up her hand. Right, we are on to the 5th crime, the burglary at the Mages Guild here in Vivek. The council has called Jenend Malini as witness to the crime. You hear the door open up behind you, and in walks the Mages Guild member that you all recognize. Well, you recognize specifically.
She didn't see shit.
She sits down in the box, and Mistress Brara says, Ms. Malini, you claim to be witness to the burglary. What did the alleged defendants take? Yes, I was in the Mages Guild, minding my own business. We were all sitting down for some dinner. And in walks these 6, assuming that we're just going to drop everything and go to their every whim. They came in, purchased a couple potions from one of my colleagues. And these 2 right here, and she points to Erdonessus and Arath.
Erdonessus didn't do anything.
Or it was you and
Zin.
the 2 of you went into the enchantment. All right. So
Well,
she went.
technically,
They don't
Kajir
even
was with
know
us
who's
too.
into
I was
this.
following.
How can they
Okay.
be reliable
But then
witnesses?
Kajir and I
Like,
quickly
they don't
left that
even
room.
know.
I am an innocent old man.
So these, the 3 of them came in. I saw them go into the enchanting room.
I know, right?
And when I went in, they quickly left. And when I glanced at my shelves, there was a grand soul gem missing, as well as one of my magical daggers. And Mistress Brara says, right, well, have these items been recovered? And she, the man in the robes, who's at the floor, who's been ushering people, he pulls out a scroll and he says, yes, I believe the Grand Soul Gem and the dagger were recovered on their belongings.
No, they weren't.
You see Janen's expression just sort of like relieved, like, oh, good.
Oh my god.
No,
I'm going to
It's
call
empty.
myself as a witness to my own crime.
There was a chance to call witnesses. You didn't call a witness.
Well, we didn't know we could call ourselves.
I said I was going
You said guilty.
Well, no.
That's
You did.
Yeah,
You did?
I did.
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
she didn't.
But no, he said it wasn't time.
So-
He said it wasn't time.
Mistress Brara says, well, seems everything's in order. Is there anything else? And
Yes.
Malini says, nope, that's it.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, you're dismissed.
You little shit.
She leans over to each one of her council members
Oh no.
and starts jotting down some things on her paper. She says, right, well, everyone here is witness to the 5 crimes that were being accused of these 6 individuals. Now, onto the verdicts. On the count of destruction of a Daedric church, the charges have been dropped. As
Yay!
it's been found that the witness was lying to the council and was in fact worshipping a forbidden daedra.
Yes, you should penalize him.
Yes.
The second crime, the killing of the Kwama Caves, the charges have been not dropped. You have been found guilty of this crime. The third crime, the killing in cold blood of the Bosmer in Sadrith Mora. The charges have been dropped, as slavery is outlawed in these lands.
Yay.
And the fourth crime, the burning of the Dren Plantation. The witnesses have given their testimony, and the council has dropped the charges as Dren Plantation has been found guilty of slave trading.
Yeah.
And the fifth charge of burglary in the Mages Guild. The defendants have been found guilty of this crime. Now,
All the defendants?
the council will release itself to find the punishments. Until then, there is enough crime and charges being brought to the council that the council requests that the 6 individuals be locked up into the Ministry of Truth until further notice.
A weird name you guys have.
Right, dismissed.
For
And she gathers up a bunch of
two.
scrolls, and
Two out of three.
the man in the robe says, "All rise for the council members," and everybody stands up.
Sit again.
Nope.
This time I sit.
Okay.
I stand. Protocol, yes.
Screw you, old man.
I just pull him back down.
By his beard,
Excuse me.
please. By his beard. He deserves it.
Oh, wait, do I have a beard?
Yes, you do.
I don't know if I have a
still.
beard.
No, the feathers are gone, but
So
your beard
the
is there.
3 council members, they leave. The guards all come up to you and grab you and escort you outside.
How many guards?
12. All 12. And you're still you still have those bracers on.
Right.
You can't move your
Is it
arms.
something of truth?
Jail
So they
for
escort you outside the temple,
Temple of
and they take you to this looks like a wooden platform, about 10 feet by 10 feet platform, and they say, "Stand on this, all of you." 4 guards stand on the platform with you, and once you all get on, the platform slowly raises up, floats up, and you look up, and there is the large
Oh, the floating rock!
stone, the large rock,
Yay!
and you
Floating
are
rock.
lifting up towards
The
it.
rock.
Yeah.
Oh, I was curious about these. I didn't really want to go anymore, but I'll go. It's cool, man.
She's excited.
That's partially.
So the platform rises and rises and rises until you're, 200 feet up in the air. And it docks with one of the wooden platforms, walkways, alongside this giant rock. And the guards escort you along this wooden platform and into this doorway.
So how many people just jump off the side?
Yes, the guards. You'd be surprised. So
Pushed.
you go in, and it's a hallway. It's solid rock, but these hallways were carved into solid rock, and there are a couple cells in here, larger than the cells that you were in, and they put you all into one large cell, and they close the door.
Can I get my journal, please?
No response.
No.
I wonder if they brought all
So
of the
we're now in a
evidence.
room in a rock, in a giant floating rock.
Yeah.
Yep. Am I still
Okay.
bracered?
No, they take it off.
Okay.
But this cell isn't. It's not barred. It's just a solid metal door into solid rock, 4
Damn.
walls.
Are we all in the same cell? Or
They're all in the same cell.
Oh, yeah!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't removed your hood yet.
Yeah,
we all
man,
get to
they don't
sleep
care.
next to Erdnessus.
Yeah, I know. I had to deal with every single night.
Well,
I
it's
did a
about
couple
time for
times.
my nap anyway.
No. We're not
Make
napping.
myself comfortable.
We're not napping yet.
So
We're
this
not
cell
napping.
is really clean compared to your last one.
No napping.
It doesn't look like this has been used very much, but
Oh.
it is solid.
Gotcha.
A little shit.
Definitely no
Alright,
acid
I wanna,
splash.
You know, for the hell of it, perceive my new location.
Okay.
More so than
I'm gonna try
perhaps.
pushing the door
Ah.
first.
20.
20. There are 2 bedrolls on here.
Hell. I'll take one of them.
But other than that, it's just solid stone walls and floor. It doesn't look like there's any slabs or bricks or anything. It's just wall and then floor. It's all one solid rock.
Yeah, they just
And-
carved it.
The door is that thick metal.
I'm just gonna hit it a few times just to make sure that they did lock it.
Yeah, it's locked.
So,
You're so mad.
so what happens next in this proceeding that I'm not understanding? What do we just wait here forever? I'm asking my friends here.
Well,
Zin doesn't know what's happening.
yes, we wait because that's all we can do.
Wait for what?
We wait for our sentences to be carried out.
She already sentenced us to be in this place until further notice.
They're merely holding us here. This is. Some of us may be wishing this was our sentence pretty soon.
This seems like a pretty harsh holding for just what were we found out again?
We were
A couple of traumas still and
and
death.
some qualmas. Also, qualmas we didn't. I mean, some we killed, but not all of them. And it wasn't still alive.
Well,
Well, also you guys killed them. We
And
did.
Well, after
I
the-
didn't steal anything from the mages. Still alive.
She didn't. Nope, no theft.
after what the Khajiit did, they might not want to take any chances on how
We
powerful
found
our.
out other things they did.
Exactly.
Well, he also bullied a lot of guards.
They were shadows.
I agree with
That
you.
one type of
That is
sale. That one
I agree with you.
They
They see
did.
it.
That was harassment.
Yes. Once legal counsel.
Show me on the door where he touched me.
This doll has no tail.
So after a while, you guys just kind of sitting in here, just
Talking.
replaying that trial. Periodically, you feel this slight vibration, almost like a garbage truck is passing by your house, and it's somewhat frequent. It'll happen every 5 minutes or so.
Anybody know if it's normal?
I don't know.
It's ever been right?
never been up here.
Never.
Never been here in my life.
Never.
Okay. Well, I know you have.
I've never been.
That one I wasn't too sure about.
He is very old. He might have been. He's very old.
Nobody enough to not get caught.
Thank you to the complete destruction of the Dren plantation.
That we were found not guilty of.
Did that.
We did in the end, yes.
Just
The ends justified the means.
fire.
And what like that would have been handled in local court instead of the fucking city council. That was not the local court.
I don't think that was the
I think we're very far away from the local court
Yeah.
What do you think
now.
about that?
Like, I don't understand your customs, and I think that was fantasy.
How are you doing? Are you still worried? Then I will stop here. You're trying to leave.
Wrath is upset.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, they got no evidence on the souls.
They don't. They have zero evidence. And
No
it's a
evidence on the
different
gem. It's our gem. They've never seen that gem.
Yeah, it's empty and cracked.
It's got a crack on it. That's not hers.
That's right.
Prove it.
Because it is a messy eater.
So
No, I wasn't.
hours go by, and you hear some footsteps outside, and you hear a metal clang.
I know your counsel.
Hey.
And a little slot in the door opens up, and a tray shoved through, and lettuce leaves and bread and a couple tomatoes just get thrown out on the floor.
I use
And
my
then-
hand and I grab
whatever's on the other side, and I pull.
Well, Mage Hand can't really pull a whole lot.
Well,
It's not a lot of
it's 10
strength.
pounds a tug, so if I can just jostle his head into the door, not enough to knock
Wait.
him out, but it's enough for him to
10 pounds isn't a whole lot. to
10
do.
pounds?
And also,
Wait, how does Mage Hand only... No, it's 10 pounds. But wait, how does Mage Hand do 10 pounds, but Catapult is only 5 pounds? Come on.
also Mage Hand can't
Anyway.
Well, Mage Hand can't, yeah.
I'm not attacking, I'm just grabbing and pulling.
I mean, you hear shuffles and thumps against the door, but it's not very loud.
Knock it off.
And then shortly after, all the food is sprayed everywhere, a plate almost soup, and it clings on the ground, the stone ground. Huh? Okay. That'll show him. Yeah.
Is it metal?
It's a very sturdy. So eventually, you guys fall asleep unless you want to try and do something.
I'm
gonna fall asleep.
I'll try.
Okay.
You're gonna go.
Mehrunes is out. He's the first out. He takes one of the bedrolls.
I'll later trying to reach out to my pact buddy.
You're packed.
Yeah,
Buddy.
my pact. Yeah, my
You're gonna
pact.
So what do you
With it?
what are you trying to
yes.
say? Or what are you trying to convey?
I'm just trying to connect and convey there's another deal getting out of this. Something like that. Really connect.
So you want to convey that you want to make another deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds dangerous.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh wait. Okay. Someone who knows me well. Someone who doesn't know me well. Be honest.
I'd say no.
No.
Actually, yeah. Go ahead.
16.
16. Okay. So you're reaching out. You're meditating, calling out to him,
Yeah.
and you hear very hurriedly, all right, what is it now?
Well, I have a situation that I'm stuck in the cell and
That's a very boring conversation. Do I get to say anything this time?
yes.
I do believe you owe me already for your previous little pact deal that we made.
Wouldn't it be nice if I owed you more? And not just
Yeah, it would be nice if you paid back what you already owed.
You can call upon me. I'm waiting.
I have something brewing in my little mind here.
The sooner you get me out, the sooner I
Interesting, but I think the tides are already rolling with you getting me out of here. So, you just sit tight, little lady. Now, was this a complete waste of my time?
No.
complete waste.
That's 2 you owe me. Yes.
Phew.
Oh.
Very well. Thank you.
It's gonna be interesting.
Alright, so.
So, everybody goes to sleep. Falls asleep.
I try.
You know, while they're sleeping, taking the bedrolls, I'm like grinding down this plate best I can. And as soon as one of them gets up and frees a bedroll, then I'm gonna take the bedroll.
Well, we didn't.
I'm
I'll
sleeping
probably
in
eat
shifts.
this first because I sleep short.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll get up and freeze mine too. Yeah.
Well,
After-
2. He's already on one.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
vision dream thing.
Do my snores like echo in the chamber?
Please stop.
In like a small room echo.
Ah, okay.
Chechenik is in a noticeably better mood.
Oh, great. One of us is.
Okay, so everybody goes to sleep except you who
I will fight the panic.
are whittling away
Yeah.
at some kind of
I will
crack
fight
shell
the
thing.
existential crisis.
And in the middle of the night,
Yes.
those of you who are asleep, give me a Constitution check.
Me?
Erdonesis.
Oh, because you're
Oh, sleep deeply.
Because you're asleep.
Let me try this. Ooh. 4.
Oh yeah, you wake right up.
Oh, okay.
And everybody else wakes up.
Oh, okay.
You're the deep sleeper. that vibration, that vroom, vroom, it's getting more intense, and you're starting to hear. Is that the toilet?
That's the vibration.
Someone went potty.
Water.
Oh, okay.
You're good.
I thought it was just doing it on its own.
No, you're
Am I gonna
good.
do something anyway. Yeah, the vibrations are getting intense, and it's almost like tremors, and you feel the whole rock shake.
Wish.
How high up are we again?
And they're
Very high.
they're occurring more frequently than previously.
I am cat panicking. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
like
me.
the ground
No,
underneath
no,
me
no.
shaking.
It's alright. It's alright.
Go into a corner, and
Pretty much.
ears go down, and
Attempting to brace
Yeah,
against
yeah.
vibrations.
So, do any of you know feather or levitation by any chance?
Oh, I think I could probably remember the spell.
What do you ask?
All of us.
For six
no, the
people.
spell feather fall, not feather beard.
Oh!
Two different things. For the missus.
Well, probably enough. Well, I think I have enough in me for several of you. Maybe. Why? Why do you need the feather spell?
Something
Just
doesn't
in
feel right.
case, you know? Just in case.
So, after a while of this intense and gaining more and more intense vibrations and tremors, you hear the door to the outside open up
sweet.
again, slam open, and you hear two figures entering the outside hall. They're arguing.
What are they arguing?
So, one says, "You cannot use Ilzevin in the Ingenium, Wuhan." And the other one
What?
says, "We must, otherwise the ministry will crash. But she's my wife. There's no time, Sul. There's always time!" And they start. You hear
Oh dear.
fisticuffs and tumblings and fighting
dear.
outside. And they're getting, the whole room is shaking. Like, we're up to about a 7 on the Richter scale.
I like
Jesus.
I yell out. I'm like, use the wife! Just do it!
Or let us out.
I know.
There's no response. They're like fighting and screaming at each other. Now
I
they're.
try the door
something.
again. Maybe it's like Jiggle the Suffering.
No, it's still soft. You hear the fighting's now carried on to further into the hallway. And then you hear a couple quick click, 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 and the door opens up.
Oh.
And there's a Dunmer figure here that the three of you recognize.
Oh.
We have
Farrell, Chichenix, and Kajir. You recognize this person.
Okay. Who are you?
Quiet! Stay quiet! And he holds his hand up as he opens the door, just a crack. And he looks down the hallway. He's like, right, stay quiet. Come with me. I know there's a lot to explain.
I'll help.
I grab my little chitin plate
Yeah,
thing and I
yeah.
take that with me.
So, I don't remember who knows who, but you guys know that this is
I know his
Vondier.
face.
This is Vondier.
Yes. I don't know his name.
I know his voice, and that I
Vondier?
responded calling
Vondier.
him Vondier.
Vondian.
But you know his face.
We don't know that though, honey.
That
Do
is
you-
his voice.
Okay.
Do you say
sure.
Do you say Vondian?
Yes.
Okay, and you put you connect it. You connect the dots.
Oh, wait a
Or
minute.
Vondier.
So he opens the door up a little bit more, and he looks out down the hallway at the two fighting, and he ushers you to go outside.
Oh yeah, I go.
Yeah, follow.
Whoosh.
So yeah, it's shaking more and more. You actually have trouble walking.
Oh.
You almost feel like you're on a
Arath,
boat.
please help your uncle.
I said
I can't.
helping you.
I can't stay
I already
upright.
got him. I'm bigger.
I will pick him up.
Dear.
I'll just pick him up
Oh, okay.
and fireman him.
Oh, watch the roads!
You hear the two fighting. There's no use for fighting, Sul. We are too late. The ministry will fall and destroy Vivek.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
And the other one, you failed Vivek. If only you'd listened to me, you failed us. And they continue fighting.
This is what I was afraid of.
At least.
How could you
That
know?
one.
And Vondian says,
Please tell me you have a way out.
we have no time. You must follow me. And he opens the door to the outside, and you're on that wooden platform. The guard, you don't see any guards.
Mm-hmm.
If they're shaking this much, I
Vegeta, stay
wouldn't.
behind me.
He pulls out a sack and
I'm
reaches in. You hear some jingling, and he pulls out a fistful of these bracelet-looking things, and he says, "Yeah, put these on, each of you."
Okay.
Okay.
And they open up, and then they clasp shut.
And what does this do?
He doesn't respond. He
Wish I had
clasps
my-
one on himself, and he says, "These will get you down safely. You must follow me. Don't try to run, otherwise they'll explode."
They'll explode?
Okay, I'm gonna
What?
What?
excited on that.
Okay, go for it.
'Cause I don't trust this guy.
What is
I just
this?
know he's in my dreams, and I don't trust him. 16.
16. You are very curious as to why someone would put a dangerous spell as well as a useful spell on something. You think something's fishy.
Yeah.
So he says, "Right, let's go."
Is there stuff down there too?
"Yes, I have all your things."
All
I
of
know.
the things?
Even from
Yes,
the
all of your
evidence
things.
last
And
time?
he pushes.
Oh god.
Well, I
No, don't
as
push
soon as he
me.
said, no, as soon as he said yes, I got all your things, I jumped.
Okay, you jump. So then he pushes Erdonessus.
I was
Oh,
carrying
God.
him, so you pushed him off my shoulder.
So you watch Farrell, the rest of you watch Farrell and Erdonessus, and they fall, but then they're not falling fast. They're slowly falling.
I take a step
Yay.
off.
Yay.
And then
pick her.
Bunyan also takes a step off and
Oh god.
gently falls down.
And I
And
look at him and I go, "What about the evidence locker?"
as you're falling this 200 feet very slowly, you look out
I didn't
at the
joke.
city, and you see a lot of people running around. They're not sure. They're very confused. They're running. There aren't any really screaming. It's just a lot of kind of calling out to each other. And you look up to the giant stone, the Ministry of Truth, where you were coming from, and it's vibrating really fast, and it almost looks like it's distorted. And the other stones that are above it are vibrating a lot. And one of them immediately just darts down onto the city
Oh
and
god.
explodes.
Just like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just
jeez.
there was no acceleration. It's just it was stopped and then immediately down, and it crashes
Wow.
into one of the cantons, destroying a quarter of the entire canton. And
I really hope our stuff wasn't there.
you hear screams and cries.
I turn to the guy who is helping us. I'm like, we're not gonna get blamed for this, are we?
He doesn't respond.
Oh.
He's just looking
I don't
down,
think there's gonna be anybody to blame us.
Oh.
and he looks up, and another rock, one of the smaller rocks, darts down and hits another part of the city.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
And more
jeez.
screaming, and people are running. They don't know which way to run
This
because
is horrible.
running towards the mainland is where the explosions are happening. Running the other way is the ocean. You eventually make your way down to the Temple Canton where you guys had your trial, and he escorts you to the side and down some stairs to the water, where there's a boat.
Oh. How fancy.
And in this boat is a crate, a large crate, and a couple sacks. He says, "All right, everyone, get in. We must be off very quickly."
No complaint about that.
All right, in the
So
boat.
everybody hops in, and he pulls up this staff that was laying in the boat, and he waves it around, and these two glowing discs appear. One horizontal, one vertical, and they start spinning individually, and they go faster and faster and faster until you see this pulsing, glowing orb of light, and he dips it down in the back of the boat. You guys take off.
Sweet.
So you navigate your way through these canals of the cantons, and through the very jagged rocks that make up the coast of Vivek. And off in the distance you see the city of Ebonheart, which is another city close to Vivek. And a couple more smaller stones get thrown down from the Ministry of Truth. And you make it out to the open sea, and off in the distance you can see the city of Vivek with smoke and the very subtle illumination of the fires in the distance. And you hear Vondian go, "Oh God," and he says, "Everybody down," and he covers your heads, and you all go down, and you hear a loud explosion. Whoa! That's what I think it was. And you look up and look back, the Ministry of Truth is not in the sky anymore. And you just see huge plumes of smoke. He says, "Right. Well, I don't expect you to sleep at a time like this, but it must be done." He waves his hand. And
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You guys just immediately pass out.
Not okay.
I actually pass out before he cast.
Hey, I was the one that was awake.
That's true.
I don't like him now.
I think that's my favorite.
Eventually, you wake up and you're in a seem to be a carriage, like a buggy, completely covered. You feel the rough road, and you hear some horse hooves. Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever been in one. Maybe.
Oh, so
This is not fun.
it's dark, but yeah, you don't know where you are. It's just rumbling. You feel like you're still in the jail cell.
Yeah.
And
There's
Zin
all
starts
a dream.
panicking.
Yeah, Zin's starting to touch things and panic, so someone calm me down. I'm losing her shit over here. What are we in? What's a carriage?
So it's dark in here, but the windows they have curtains, so you can pull them.
It's a covered car on wheels. Look, look, look.
She pulls back this cloth, and you can see outside, and you're moving. You're on this road, but you're moving. You see trees.
I grab the knob and I open it and I shut it and I go, "You're not trapped."
Don't worry, we are safe.
What's making us move? Magic?
No horses.
Are they small stilt striders?
No, basically, they're horses.
Basically, yes.
Small stilt striders, okay.
Legs. Only 4 legs.
How did we get from boat here?
I would like to know this myself.
I look around. Is it just the 6 of us in this carriage?
Yes.
That's a big carriage.
Can you see who the driver is?
Yeah.
You can peek out, and you see Bonnie up with reins.
Oh, okay.
Do I have the bracelet thing?
Yeah, you do.
I would like to take mine off.
Yeah, so you tug at it. And,
Come off?
yeah.
Okay,
good, good.
I take it off. I take
put it
mine off too, but I pocket it.
Yeah, I keep it. I take it off, but I keep it.
Seriously, razor.
You have 6 magical bracers.
Sweet.
Vondian.
Oh, you're up. Yes. Morning.
It's morning. What day is it?
Tomorrow.
Okay. Should expect that. What really happened?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Where are we? What happened? Who attacked Vivek?
The entirety of Vivek as we know it is no more.
Who could have done that?
How do you know to get us out?
How did I get you out?
How did you know?
How did you get in our dreams? That's what I want.
You guys dreamed of him?
You dreamed of this man?
You know him?
Well, I suppose that's a longer conversation. For once we get to where we need to be,
I think there's that.
I'm afraid we'll have to wait for that.
Well, it's like I always say,
Surprises.
2 times and you're crazy, 3 times and it's prophecy. Look, we have found our man.
You're also crazy.
No, you're crazy.
He is the leader.
When does that coin flip? Now that we're all sitting together.
Where's our stuff?
The stuff is in there. You look in the crate and the sacks are in there.
I dig around. Do I find that axle gem and the dagger?
You find all of your belongings except for the dagger and...
No! Good thing you ate it.
I'm okay with this.
I take out my pearl.
I want my orb back, please. Thank you.
Yeah, it's okay. What's that?
Soul gem. What does the dagger do?
The dagger.
So I take out my pearl and I identify the pearl is the.
Oh, yeah. So it's a bracelet that has Featherfall.
And what's that?
Shit, that's what that is.
So not the explosion.
Keep mine on.
Oh, I have very good.
No, but really, do you have a coin?
No, I do not.
I believe you do. I believe you're lying to
We're
me.
coin flipping for the
At
leaders
least
then.
that
Let's
one woman is dead.
Excuse me.
Just saying that there is lying to every cloud and
That's terrible.
So was that Silkstrider who decided to
Right? I'm testifying actually, but you know.
Hey, one more, or actually 3 more guards.
Yes.
Are we gonna get blamed? Because I don't want any more trouble.
Done.
Yeah, but what if we're in
If they
trouble?
blame us, I blame those two that are fighting up there.
We should try to keep our entities.
Yeah. I don't want to get in trouble again.
Also dead is
You terrible boss.
Moss is dead.
and Vigilant Phantom.
Oh no! He was so important at the end.
I didn't get one for them there.
And Tachi.
No!
And... Oh, yeah.
Everybody.
Tachi,
Vandian,
no,
your name was it?
It's Vondian.
Vondian. Sorry, but now, do you know what caused this attack on Vidic?
It was no attack. The Ministry of Truth was this stone that was sent to destroy Vivek a long time ago, but was stopped by Lord Vivek. He saved the townsfolk.
Delayed
Why
only,
it didn't
it
fall when
seems.
Vivek left?
Well, when Vivek left, everybody feared that the Ministry of Truth would fall, but these two intelligent Dunmer invented a device to keep it afloat. But it looks like the device failed.
You wouldn't know anything about
Or the
that, would
Dunmer
you?
failed.
Right?
I wouldn't know.
So,
Well,
Vondian,
at least
what
it was only
prompted you to come save us?
Yes, how did you know to come save us and of all places in the Ministry of Truth?
Well, I knew to rescue you, but I thought there would be... I'm sorry, I don't know how to put it, but I wasn't expecting you.
Me?
Yes, do you know where the others are?
Others? There are no others.
Yes,
There's
there was,
only
there was
us.
another Khajiit, and I believe a Red Guard, and a Breton, and I believe there was another High Elf, another Altman.
This is all we got.
Yes,
This is all we
it's quite curious how the device works.
Yeah, what
device?
What device?
I'm getting ahead of myself. Just hang on tight, we shall arrive by nightfall.
Where are we going?
You'll see.
How about you tell?
Well,
She doesn't like surprises.
Zin.
Really don't.
Zinelia, is it?
Yeah!
It's okay. I do know your history. It is okay.
The anime style ding.
If I told you where we're going, you wouldn't know where that is.
That is a good point.
Oh, I would most
I
likely.
take it with this horse-drawn carriage.
Still
We're
started
not
around here.
in Morrowind anymore, are we?
No.
Good.
Nobody chase after you.
Wait, we're not in Morrowind? Oh, then I really don't know where we are.
So after a bit of traveling, the buggy stops. It's dark out. And sorry, I should have had this up earlier. So you arrive in close to a city. Mm-hmm. You're at the gates, and you hear some murmuring conversation outside, and you hear very heavy wooden contraptions, mechanisms doing their thing, and the buggy proceeds slower but further forward. And you look outside the window and you see these very tall walls and towers, and the way you're going in is a long path with tall walls on either side and a pair of bridges crossing over this path, and at the other end another large wooden door. And a little ways in, the buggy stops and you hear Banyan, "Right, everybody out, we are here, and I have made arrangements for us to stay at the local inn. Grab your things and follow me."
Oh, nice.
So where are we?
I do just that. Yeah, do I know?
Yeah, so
I know.
Shechenix recognizes this place as Skingrad. It is a city to the southwest of Cyrodiil.
Holy shit. Made
Are we
it all the way
falling?
to the west coast of Cyrodiil?
Jeez.
It's magical horses there.
Still straight.
Still straight. Yeah.
Small ones.
Missing some legs.
Let me believe.
Couple eggs.
Quite a bit smaller.
Right? I want to believe.
So he escorts you to the north part of the city, and there is this large. So the buildings here are very different than what you're used to, Zin.
Everything.
And also Farrell and
Would they be
Arad.
very
I've
different?
been to
Because
Mournhold.
well,
You've been
and
in
I've
Mournhold.
been
Well, these
to
don't
This is an
look.
imperial city,
These
right?
don't look Nordic.
No, Mournhold isn't Nordic.
Mournhold?
Mournhold and Morrowind.
It's Imperial.
Oh, it's Imperial.
Well, kind of. I mean, modified.
They look a lot like some of the Imperial forts. Not the actual castle parts, but you guys went to this one in Sadrith Mora.
Yeah.
It looks all the buildings are like that. So plastered buildings with wooden beams and thatched roofs. So he escorts you into a inn,
Okay.
and it's warm inside. It's just warm people chatting with each other. The innkeeper has a big smile on her face. She's wearing a very rich green imperial dress, and you're just
It's a breath of fresh air.
Proper fashion these days.
she's an older lady with graying hair, and her hair is done up very elaborately, and she has a warm face, and she welcomes you. "Welcome to the Westweald Inn, Vondian. These are the individuals that you bought rooms for." And he says, "Yes, 6 rooms. Is that just fine?"
Yes.
I think probably
5 is actually.
Oh, even
You'll
better.
do very nicely.
Well, maybe. I mean, I did enjoy the company of my niece here. Perhaps we could share a room.
No.
No.
No, we can't.
So she
They didn't have
she hands Vondian 5 keys, and he hands each one of you, the pair of you, one.
What was the name of the inn?
Westweald Inn.
Westmead.
Everybody's taking notes now.
I know, right?
I'm not.
Excuse me, ma'am. What was your
She
name?
says, the name's Arena. If you need anything, just let me know. I will be down here and to get you anything you need. You are in good hands. I understand that you have a long journey behind you,
Yes.
but I assure you, our beds are made from the finest cloth.
A long drive journey behind us.
How much is your strongest alcohol?
Cyrodiil ale.
You might import something.
Strongest. Not your best, but your strongest.
There's a difference.
Very, very
There is a
important
difference.
distinction right now.
I'm afraid I only have some wine. We have some wine from the
Give me all of it.
Cyrodiil brothers.
I will take all.
Or we just have some
How much?
wine.
The wine would be delightful.
How much?
For which?
The cheaper one.
The cheaper.
Both.
You're a liar. You have septums.
Yeah. You're not deciding me.
2 septums for the bottle, my dear.
Oh my gosh, here is 6 septums.
So will that be 3 bottles, or am I going to have a nice meal tonight myself?
4 bottles.
2 bottles.
2 bottles? Well, thank you very much. And she goes,
Wait, Zin would like to try some. Zin's very stressed.
do you want a whole bottle to yourself? Because she's
Yeah.
getting 2 bottles.
Well, I'll pay for my own.
I'm not sharing.
I'm
yeah,
paying for
she's
my
getting
own.
one.
So how much is it?
Everybody in
2
advance.
septums for the bottle.
Zin thinks she has to copy what this one did, so she'll give 3 septums.
3 septums?
You said 2 for the bottle, right? So 1 septum extra.
Oh, okay.
To be nice.
Gotcha.
Because she
Thank
thinks
you very
that's what
much.
you do.
And she goes and reaches and she grabs a bottle and she sets it down. I'll be right back. And she goes, she disappears behind the bar and off into another hallway and goes downstairs.
Now, would Zin have any kind of alcohol tolerance?
Let's find out.
Alright, cool.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna follow you to wherever you sit
I grab the
down.
bottle and I just shink off the top because
That's how you do it?
that's how she's doing
Okay.
it right now.
Zin's gonna quietly summon her dagger sidearm, because she can do that, and does the same thing.
So both of you give me a dexterity check.
It's gonna be like one of those videos online.
And as you're doing this, she comes up with a couple bottles.
Oh, 21.
21.
Yeah.
Yeah, you masterfully
and then add plus
stink, and it just the cork just beautifully pops off with just a little bit of the edge of the glass.
18.
18. Yeah, you do the same thing.
Yeah.
She comes up. Well, skilled drinkers, I see, and she sets down the other 2 bottles.
Apparently.
Glasses, ladies.
Not for me, thank you.
I'm good.
Very well. She goes back to the bar. What are you guys doing? Are you going? You want some tea?
Excuse me. Do you have any herbal tea of any kind here?
I do. I could pour you some tea, have you a nice pot for 2 septums?
Oh, perfect. Yes. And do you have any bland porridge? I need something to help my stomach settle for when the tea aggravates it.
Tea doesn't even. That's not how tea works.
Oh, you don't know how my stomach works.
You drink 5 cups
He
a
only
day.
has the one stomach.
He hasn't had some in a while. Yeah,
but tea doesn't-
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
I think daedra have 2 or 3 stomachs.
I know I can
Full
handle quite a
soldier.
bit, so
Full of soldier.
that's
Yeah.
why I'm curious about the
Yeah,
alcohol.
one of them is getting hungry. Yeah, so she disappears and comes back with a piping hot
Right?
pot and a mug.
Okay, and I
And
give her.
she also has a plate with a roll on it and some honey.
Oh, well, it's not porridge, but thank you. This is very lovely.
The porridge is coming up.
Oh, even better. How much was it again? Hold on. I think I
2
have.
for the tea, and don't worry about the porridge, dear.
Oh, well, you're dear. Thank you. I give her 3 septums and a button.
Wait, Zin watches him very closely as he pulls out a pouch. Can Zin tell that there's more than just those coins in there?
Give me a perception check.
Yeah!
He pulled out a button too.
I know.
He's never running dry.
No. I don't know that. I just see a bag. Okay. Hold on. 14.
14.
Can I roll? Okay.
She could.
No, you're not. You don't know, dude. Don't even try that.
So between 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 20 to 50, or more than 50, how much coin do you have in your bag?
Say it.
More than 50?
Okay. You see that there's quite a few coins in there.
Oh, liar. I am going to have a coup so fast. Anyways, thank you. That was very
so what
important
are
to me.
the 4 of you doing? Or the 3 of you doing?
What? Arath is done with that
I
first
will.
bottle.
Oh, you're
already.
drinking. You're drinking, yeah.
So I'm watching Arath and learning how much to drink.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
it? I hope I'm enjoying it.
Okay, so I'll go up to Arena. Thank you so much for your hospitality and your kind welcome here. Could I please trouble you for some more wine and some food for my Khajiit friend?
Of course. Say no more, Doctor. Say no more. And she disappears, and she comes back with 2 cups and a bottle of what did I say? It was Cyrodiil Brothers wine, and 2 bowls of porridge and some rolls. Don't worry about it, darling.
Why is she
Thank
so
you
nice?
so much. And she actually stands there and like smells and takes in a nice deep breath before she
business.
It
brings it over to our
smells
table.
of your childhood.
So
Porridge.
Yay.
nice
With
after this
a
long
little
journey.
square of butter melting on it.
Nah.
Oh,
So I look around to see if Bonnie is still around.
Yeah, he is sitting at a table, just kind of looking up, thinking about something, just kind of in his own head.
Okay, I go over to Arena.
Button.
Can I get 2 ales, please?
Grant.
Yeah, absolutely. 5 septums each.
Thank you. Maybe only the 1.
Very well.
oh, that's right. You spent all your money on
I'll get you guys to take more.
Pours a mug and hands it to you.
As we're eating, I'm taking a look to see who else is around at the end, or is it just us?
It's very quiet. There's a couple Imperials. They look like they just got off work and they're just having their supper.
Nobody suspicious.
Suspicious.
Yes.
After Arath finishes her first bottle.
Yeah. So both of you give me a Constitution check.
Yay!
Am
I getting drunk? Are there any girls there?
14. Okay.
Oh, goodness. 10?
10.
Very good.
Oh, wait. I did stupid. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, it's even worse. 6.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
You feel really tired. You're really tired. You can't keep your eyes open. And you're slurring your words, and
Harry, baby.
you can't really remember where you are. And
Oh,
you
God.
guys are like best friends.
Raz is the best friend.
Around you're still a little groggy, but
Do I spy Bonnie in the corner?
yeah, oh yeah.
Zin.
I go over to him.
No, don't
I was
leave Zin.
going to bring my beer over there too.
Okay.
Zin needs an escort. Don't leave her.
Because then you sit right there. You stay right there.
I wait for you, my friend.
Unless Nessus shows you 2 bedrooms, then you pass out there.
I do not want to be in his bedroom.
No, a different bedroom. But you pass out
I mean,
there.
even drunk, you stay in his bedroom?
No, he is horrific.
I go to Bonnie and I go, I have 2 things that I want to discuss with you. The first one. Why didn't you get to the evidence locker? I mean, I don't understand. I mean, it would have been right next to all of our equipment.
Sorry, the what?
Evidence.
She wanted her dagger back.
Dagger.
A really nice dagger.
Oh yes, I see. Could you describe it for me?
It had a black blade, and it was really sharp. And if, like you could, like, places. Like, if I ran up and stabbed somebody, I could just right back. And, you know, I wanted it. I wanted to use it, and I didn't get to.
Yes, the famous Oblivion Dagon. Yeah. I've heard of these before. I believe your friend in Alias playing with one right now. And you look over and turn up in her drunken state. She's playing around. The very
What? You have it? Where did you get it? You have it?
You little shit!
What?
You don't remember how it got you? You're just playing with it.
Wait, that dagger has a certain thing in it, doesn't it? Or does it? Okay, good. I was about to say I'm gonna eat that now.
It has a gem, but it's not us.
Okay, so somehow I have it.
Yeah, you're like, woo, point it.
I just yell, then you break that, and I would break every bone in your body. So
I have a lot of bones.
The second thing, yes.
I wasn't good enough for you? I mean, you opened the door and you're like, I'm looking for other people.
Oh,
I wasn't good enough.
she's drunk.
Oh, no, believe me, I'm more than happy to see the 6 of you in that cell. But I also was expecting 3 additional people.
Additional people.
Yes.
So, I
So
was.
you're saying we're not enough?
Why are we expecting others?
You don't know this.
I'm not
Because the last time, well, getting ahead of myself. All will be revealed soon, I promise.
Why are you in my dreams? I know that sounds really weird and creepy.
It does, but I understand your meaning. And again, I assure you, it will all be revealed soon. But right now, I'm afraid I must keep my lips shut.
Okay, so you saved the dagger, right? What about that crack greater skull gem?
I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about.
You should describe it.
Does Zen
It
have
was
it?
a disc, and it was a great skull gem.
Oh, yes, no, I know what a soul gem does look like, but I'm afraid it is not here.
Well, you would
Had a crack. What good is a soul gem with a crack in it?
exactly.
Mending. Mending.
Look, I promise by the time you fall asleep tonight, you will feel so much better about the soul gem and what happened to Vivek.
I start drinking a lot more, and I go and I grab that fucking dagger. Look, I'm playing with it. I'm going upstairs. Aww.
Yeah, by the time you finish your second bottle, you're passed out.
But I had that
Now
dagger
just
like
sitting around,
right here.
sipping,
So
enjoying.
eventually the night goes on.
Well, I got one more thing.
Oh, okay.
Just because I was just thinking about it. I rifle through my pack and I pull out the drummer manuscript.
Yep.
I found this thing. I've been trying to figure out how to make it work.
Ah, yes. I haven't seen one of those in quite some time. Leather hand sphere.
Cool. All I know is something about it was made with mage hand. I don't know how to use it.
Leans in, kind of with this very strange smile and intense look. He's looking right into your eyes and he says, "Now, Pharaoh, you asked me what this does, but would you really want me to tell you, or would you want to figure it out for yourself?"
I hate you already.
I love being home.
Now, I believe there was something, and he pulls out one of the bags and he takes out the scroll case. Now, you found this along your ways.
Yes.
Tell me, when you looked at it, what happened?
Well, blacked out. No idea what happened.
Interesting. And when you touched it, the paper itself, what happened?
Everything went dark. I wasn't out. Just couldn't see anything.
Interesting. Well, I couldn't ask you to do that now, but maybe another time. I mean, I know
use
it's
me as a guinea pig.
No, not necessarily.
A test subject. Sounds a little bit better.
It's just other people who have found similar papers didn't share as lucky as a fate as you.
I am surprised there's not more with this one.
Oh. I'm afraid I don't follow. More what?
More pages.
Yes.
Whoa.
Well, this is one of many.
Very interesting to see it by itself from what I hear.
Yes.
From what I've read.
Yes. So you do know where this originates from?
Yes, I do.
So you do understand that it's peculiar that you got away with what
I
you
got
away
nothing
with.
out of it either.
Oh, right, but it is a first step.
Yes. I do consider myself very lucky.
The people that I am with are very curious
About Paige?
about you.
Why me?
Again, I'm getting ahead of myself. Tonight, let us sleep. There'll be more tomorrow, I assure you.
I sure hope so. Finish my drink. I go upstairs.
Yeah. And you take the scroll with you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Does he like stole that shit out of my backpack?
He didn't. He got it from the people and gave it back to you.
Yeah. But I thought I got all my things already.
Oh. Well.
Oh, I didn't get my
He magicked it out of my stuffs.
There you go.
Quite possibly.
So everybody falls asleep.
Yep.
Yes.
It is the
In our own rooms.
most glorious sleep you've
No
had.
kidding. I actually sleep through the entire
Oh,
night.
well
It's
done.
great.
In a
There's no
very
snoring.
long time. The beds are, oh my god, they're so fluffy and comfy.
It is.
Any dreams? Just images of Vivek burning.
Yeah, I had a good night's sleep.
I don't want to see that.
No.
Yeah,
I
just
feel
brief
bad.
little glimpses of Vivek and dreams of people you met in Morrowind.
I don't.
Now they're gone.
Yeah, sad.
Only a handful.
Sad reflections
And that
in the
evil,
wind.
awful woman that lied so blatantly to people. She did not see a thing.
Your
Well, now
dagger
she's
back.
very dead.
You're welcome.
She is
The
so
mage,
dead.
the Mage's Guild lady.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So dead. I think that it landed right on her. It's coming right down.
That was the first one that was destroyed.
Yeah.
Direct point of contact.
Yeah. Cool.
My God.
So, you wake up. Eventually, the six of you make your way downstairs for some breakfast. You're the first. Eridones, I'm sure you wake
Yep.
up.
Up at the
Crack
crack of dawn.
You go downstairs. Bondian's already
Ready to
there,
work.
sipping on some
Oh, he was waking for
warm
you.
drink.
Wow. Strange. Not that I
And
don't see many
he,
people in the dining area before I am.
Yes, well, I don't sleep very long in the night.
Oh, well.
There was hesitation.
Yeah, this should
I
be-
don't think-
Very long.
Insight.
I order tea
Oh,
and
when I
porridge
was
again.
about to roll them.
This is like 5 in the morning.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Nope.
Sleep.
I'm awake, but I'm in your room still.
I order the tea and porridge.
Oh, yeah. She comes out and gives you some.
I'm taking advantage of this good night's sleep.
So, Ednesis, is it?
Yes. And Vaudian is your name?
Yes, yes.
Oops.
I see you are also a friend of the early morning.
Well, when you get to my age, and when you do the job I did, the crow tends to wake up after you.
Yes, well, too bad they don't pay the crow.
They didn't pay me much either, but it was something. And a job, I guess, but that's behind me now. I'm happy to be reinstated among the Telvanni.
You are here now, in the quite finest of inns of Skingrad can offer?
Yes, I honestly never thought, I never even dreamed I would be able to be inside a establishment like this again.
Welcome home.
Thank you. It feels good. But this is how it should be. Something feels still amiss, though, that seemed too coincidental that you happened to come rescue us.
Well, I assure you it's not a coincidence.
And I know that doesn't put your mind at ease, but I'm afraid that's all I can offer right now.
Alright, well. I guess I'll have to wait for my friends to arrive.
Yeah. And after several hours,
I was just looking at each other like,
I mean, you guys are just swapping stories, or you're mostly telling working on the farm, and he's just a very pleasant listener and engaged in your tales.
How interesting.
oh, unlike some people.
Yeah. He's very refreshing to talk to Vondian.
Aww.
So all of you
That has
make your way
fun.
down.
I wake up last
You wake up last.
because I have discovered the hangover.
Oh yeah. Your head is pounding. You just want to.
What is this poison you fed
want
me?
to shake a rat and like, what have you done to me? Why did you let me do this? This is terrible stuff. It's not worth it.
Also, I don't remember the dagger.
Always.
Did you drink the second bottle?
No, I had one. She had two.
Okay.
But I rolled low, so it was my first alcohol ever, probably.
And she's never had really alcohol ever.
Yeah, it's questionable. So,
Oh, to be 21 again.
actually, I want to sit down next to this fool.
Yep.
I'm gonna look at him straight in the eye.
Yes.
You lied.
I lied. What
You
did I
have
lie about?
plenty of septums.
But I don't have the right septum to.
You can use any coin.
Any coin for what?
The coin flip.
Then we
Oh,
can't.
you mean-
No, we can't.
Is
It
it?
needs a
You
special
can.
coin for this.
No. Today. This morning.
Well, I don't have the coin.
What?
Do you have the coin?
You're talking
That's
about
elaborate.
that coin, right? With the leader thing.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, well, I pull out one of my last two septums. You see this coin?
Why do you have it?
No, it's just a regular coin. All the same coins that he has. One side, turn around, two sides. There are 6 of us.
We need a special coin.
Yes, where is it?
Well, we had one that was 5. You made it 6.
So we cannot flip it.
We have a 5-sided coin.
So then how did we pick the new leader?
Once we get the 6-sided coin, we can do that. But it hasn't been a priority, as my leadership has been damn impeccable. So, do not worry.
Yes.
I want Vondian to lead us now.
Would you be able to create us a 6-sided coin to replace this 5-sided one that we had?
I'm gonna give him a wink.
Yeah, he like insights you. She's trying to get like what you mean. And
It's very important.
He gets the gist that you're trying to trick this one. It's like, I think I can do something.
Thank you.
There you go.
Because I am tired of the current leadership, and it's not fair.
Give me a moment.
Take all the time you need.
So he goes back to one of the.
All the time.
No,
He goes back to the table.
it's on my
far in
to-do
the
list.
corner,
Come on.
and he's kind of muttering to himself, and he's hunched over. His robes are kind of covering the top of the table. You can't tell what he's doing. So the rest of you finish your breakfasts,
Have my tea.
and he stands
I'm
up,
glaring at you doing your.
and he's holding up this coin. He's very, very proud of himself.
Yay!
He's like, right,
Pretty
well,
proud of
before
himself.
we're off, I say we flip the coin.
Yes.
He holds up the coin, and it looks like a normal septum, except glowing in it, a blue glow. There is a slash, a single slash. Side 1, and he turns it, and another glow, a different colored glow, was 2 slashes. The third side, he flips it back, and there's 3 slashes.
I see what you
Third
did.
color.
There you go. Sam.
And he does this, and sure enough,
5,
there are
6.
6 sides to this one coin.
What color is Zin?
Well, what would you like to be colored?
Oh, I thought they were colors. Sorry,
Purple.
I'm hungover, man. It's
No,
just
they
like-
are colored, but
Zin will be.
There are 6
I'll
colors
be
in the
number 1.
rainbow and 6 sides to that.
Zin's never seen your rainbow,
If there's
doesn't
a
comprehend
purple
it.
color,
Yes,
then
well,
that's clearly
say, tell me who is which color and what number.
Tuxedo color. Is that white or is that black?
Is that white or black?
You do.
I will be number 4. As 4 is a special number.
Zin will be 6. Yes.
side is purple is clearly for Imperial.
Arath?
Whatever's left.
Well, would you like to be 2, 3, or 5?
Green.
Okay.
Green? We'll say green 3.
Oh, and 6 is red.
Thanks, Kyle. Our producer has reminded me that green is not a creative color.
Green is not a creative color.
Wait, remind me of the colors again.
Best producer ever.
Purple, green, tuxedo.
Yeah.
That's the colors.
6 will be red, like blood.
Chichenix will have you be 5.
Purple. Yay.
Erdonesis,
It was 4.
what color?
Just make up a
We'll say blue.
Cool.
And I will take red if it's not taken.
I did
She's
red.
red.
That's fine.
Yellow? No, you'll be yellow.
But I'm tuxedo color.
Because he's
tuxedo.
Asian.
He's
Oh, racist.
Oh,
Yes, she does that all the time.
you can't have a black glow.
But it'll be like,
All right, fine. Well, it'll be a
It's like
charcoal.
absence of light.
yes.
You'll be 2. And then Farrell, what color? Yellow? What?
We can literally roll a 6-sided dice. This will be
sure.
perfect.
Yeah. Alright.
All right. So he's like, "Are you ready for this?"
Oh, I've been so
Cling.
ready.
And it lands
Come on, baby.
on a yellow 1.
Ew.
Wait, who's that?
Feral.
Farrell.
Now,
I'm
shall we
okay.
on? We
First
have
lady we ran into in this
a errand to run, and
This
then
is fair.
a quick trip.
This is fair, as long as it's
Sounds
not
good.
you.
Sounds good.
Shall we?
We have to.
Looking forward to going out into the city this morning.
Very well. Now, where are we going? Best let me do the talking. And no sudden movements. All right, let's go.
Why no sudden?
And
Okay.
he heads out, and you walk through the streets. The streets are lively, almost like Balmora, except people don't seem as bogged down as much.
That's good.
People are more likely to say hi to one another and stop and talk. It's very pleasant here.
Oh, so it's like NorCal.
Quite a change.
Just happy to be around.
It's sort of like that the opening to Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, God, no.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
There goes the baker with his tray, like always.
Mm-hmm.
Same old bread and roast cell. Every morning's just the same. Every morning since we came.
It's the same.
I can sing the whole thing. So he leads you to this small house off at the end of the road, near the wall, and outside are 6 of these high elves, these Altmer, and they're wearing dark robes, and they have just platinum white hair, very yellow tinted skin, chiseled features, and they are all standing at attention, barely moving, barely even flinching, looking at the 7 of you approaching.
Do I recognize them?
What are the Thalmor doing
No.
in such a lovely place as this?
These are not Thalmor. Well, they are Thalmor, but these are Aldmeri Dominion Altmer. Yes, they are Thalmor. Thalmor of the Aldmeri Dominion. Just pay no mind. Let us go. And he guides you inside the house, and it's very small, very quaint, kind of barren. There's not a lot of decorations at all or anything. Just a couple bags and provisions for traveling. And in one of the main room, there's a desk and another Altmer sitting down, and his skin is very yellow, almost greenish tint. He's scribbling down. He also is wearing these dark robes. His hair is long and straight and white and wiry. His ears are incredibly pointy, especially for an Altmer. And he is furiously writing down something on piece of paper on the desk, and he looks up, and his eyes that look up are so piercing. They almost resemble Zin's red eyes, except instead of red, they're this yellow, topaz-like gem eyes. He looks up. What have you brought me now, Vondian? And Vondian responds, well, I believe the 6 of these might help us in the situation at Kavach. If it would please you, sir. And he responds, yes, perhaps. Listen, see to it, and don't disturb me. I have much work to do. Get these people out of here. And Bunyan says, oh, come on, let's go. And ushers you outside. And once he's outside, leads you down the street towards the back to the buggy. Right, well, that's done. That was the hard part.
So who was that?
That's quite rude.
Was Arendil. Lord Arendil Runil. He is not a pleasant person, as you imagine.
Yes, we can see that. Why were we there?
Well,
Something with Kavach.
I work for Arendil at the moment. He requested that I find some people to take to Kavach, as Cyrodiil has some plans for the ruined city.
Ruined city?
Yes, Kavach was a city that was destroyed in the Oblivion Crisis.
And what does he wish to plunder some artifacts there?
No, his intentions are not very clear. He just needs people to reclaim it for himself. And possibly
Reclaim
out there.
So we're colonists now?
We are invented.
So he wants to rebuild the city or something?
I
One step at a time, I guess we'll go there, we'll scout it out, see what we see.
listen, I know that Civic just got destroyed by a giant asteroid. But, what about
Home?
mine? Morrowind. I mean, I'm on the other side of Cyrodiil.
Well, I'm afraid that while Vivek did get destroyed, that is not the end of the fate of Morrowind in this dire time.
What's happening?
What do you know?
I'm afraid I can't speak on that at the moment, but I'm afraid that the entirety of Morrowind is not going to be the same.
Well, I have the coastline. So now it's not the same.
Well, wait, this calamity has affected the rest of the continent? Or?
I'm afraid it will in due course.
Well, I have contacts to reach out to then. I need to make sure that everyone at the Cyrodiil Council is prepared for such an impending event.
I do apologize. There is no time.
Time?
So you want us to clear Kavach?
For a moment, yes.
What do we get out of it? I don't mean to seem mercenary here, but, you're telling me that I can't go home. That pretty much my entire life I need to start anew.
It would appear so.
So, lay groundwork for that. What do I get out of this?
Well, I would tell you symptoms, but that's not going to quench your thirst.
Very likely not.
But would you
justified me telling you you will be quite fine. If you follow me and do the small tasks that I require, you will have the riches you have only dreamt about.
We'll see how lucrative the foods be.
What does the party leader say?
I didn't have a home back there. But still, Morrowind was my home. You're saying that we'll have all of these riches, but we won't have a home.
I didn't live there really, so it matters not to me.
Doesn't mean that you can make your home anywhere.
That's at least the way I've always viewed it.
I believe
Home is
you-
wherever you hang your cloak.
Or where the money is, you know. Because that's very important.
Either way, party leader, what do you think? It was fair.
I still have questions for you. I'll stick around.
Alright.
Well, if you have questions,
But you know what my questions are.
yes. Right. Well, everyone, into the carriage. We are off to Vash. And that's where we're going to end it tonight. Right at 10 o'clock, too.
Oh, go!
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel a little more powerful than we did before. Like, it's such a nice sleep that we felt.
Right?
You did survive.
I did get
Like an asteroid attack there.
Quite yet.
I did take out 2 guards by myself.
That was pretty impressive, actually.
You did. So, we will continue this next week at 7 o'clock.
Woo!
And now we are officially well
So
underway
many
to the main
questions.
storyline.
Yay!
Where we met a sort of our guide into this new land.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's some new mysteries to be solved and new
See ya.
experiences to
The coin has been created.
Yes,
The
it has
coin has
finally.
The coin has been dropped.
I'm so pleased.
See ya, smelly Morrowind.
He actually made us a coin.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, that was cool.
We'll be back next week. Come join us, same place, same time. If you missed a couple episodes, head over to our YouTube channel. It's YouTube/Empires. It's the same channel as the same spelling as the Twitch channel. So YouTube, search for Empires. It'll have all of our old episodes. But until then,
All
What's
of the
that?
pros.
All of the prologue.
all of the
Slide
prologue
in.
and this episode. This episode will probably be out
Let's do it really thin.
in a couple days. Hopefully tomorrow. But yeah, other than that, we'll see you next week at 7 o'clock. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye!